happy he went there. Just
27, can you hear it?
Yes, sir.
I don't understand why you're upset about that.
I can't hear y'all. Oh, okay, I see. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Adonis. Yes, I'm hearing people say that Giselle is a gay man. She's not gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man, a gay black man.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause it just for a second.
Man, she's not
Like,
gay.
I'm gonna pause it. What's crazy is a gay man is trying to come on here and convince us that a trans woman is a man. I thought that was insane to me. That's what made me make a clip out of it. I'm gonna get a clip yesterday when we was talking about it yesterday because there was a straight man defending the gay man. But I'm gonna play the rest of it.
Allegedly.
Who said allegedly? 27.
Allegedly, them niggas can't be straight, brother.
Oh, right. Oh, you saying allegedly straight? Listen, I'm gonna agree with you on that. They got to be allegedly straight. They can't be allegedly. They can't really be straight. Because I don't know no real man. Even if a gay person say they want to be gay, go ahead, live your life. But when you come and ask me, am I gonna support it and vote for it? I'm not doing that. So a gay man that would, a straight man that would do that, I'm extremely suspicious of. But I'm gonna keep playing it.
I don't know what happened. I am a sissy. Right, hold on. Go ahead. So I'm just saying, what she does, she's part of the trans. Hello, you there? Your hands are up. Go ahead. Adonis is there. You can't hear Adonis. Hello. I just want to. I hear him. I can hear Adonis. About Giselle. Adonis, could you just say the yellow, please? Okay, and when y'all refer to her as that, I'm afraid that the only person those words like the F word apply to in this space are me, because I'm the only homosexual. So you're saying you're a faggot? Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, yo.
Why?
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Why does that make you a faggot?
Wait, he said, so you're a fucking faggot. I'm gonna bring it back.
I'm the only homosexual. So you're saying you're a faggot? Yeah. Why? Because I'm a homosexual. Why does that make you a faggot? Because he be digging in booty. He a Willy Wonka. He goes in that chocolate figure. The fuck? Y'all call me that.
Hey, make sure y'all share the space if y'all could.
But I'm the only one in this room that applies to. She's not a gay man. Gay men don't look like that. She's not a gay men are not attracted to T.S. Giselle. So what is that? Like men. We like men. We like men. Grown men, not girls. Giselle's not a girl.
Now just think about this.
You guys are not catching that though. They're saying that they like heterosexual men.
Yeah, man, and you know what's heavy? It's two parts that's heavy about that. First, this is a gay man that's saying that we gotta respect this this man as a trans woman, as a woman. And when they say heterosexuals, when I used to go to the barbershop around my way, there was some gay people there, and they say that they target heterosexuals. They don't want a gay man. They target heterosexuals because they want to turn them out. The whole point is I'm a gay man that could turn a straight man out. So you can best believe that Adonis and whatever that other trans woman or trans man or that other man is, they're seeking out these niggas that voted for him. They're going to follow him. They're going to probably cash app him and do all kind of shit. Next thing you know, that's going to be their unicorn, air quotes. That's what they call that shit. I'm going to keep playing it.
By all accounts, that's a boy. That's some stuff.
Hey, Adonis, when you say by all accounts a woman, right? What makes up a woman?
In my country, in the United States of America, she is legally recognized.
I'm asking you.
I sent you an invite.
That nigga play football on Sunday. That nigga a man. That nigga play football. I'm asking you. So like,
yo, what do you mean in your country, bro? A woman is a woman.
Wait. Let's try to have a two-way conversation.
You're African. Hold on, Adonis. Hold on, really quick, Adonis. I wanted to say, for the person from the Gambia.
Hey, Shapat, I sent you a request to come up.
I don't address refugees. Thank you.
Hey, Adonis, what when you say
the
what is a
LGBT
woman? What is a
thing.
woman?
So a woman is an adult human female. So
okay, no. Because see, that's just a statement again. I felt like Ray J. When I had this conversation, I felt like when Candace Owens. I hate that I like Candace Owens sometimes, because sometimes like Candace Owens married to a whole white man and shit like that. But sometimes she say some real shit. And when she was doing that interview with Ray J, she was saying some real shit. I couldn't even listen. I respected that she was sitting there. You see Ray J fumbling. They have the things on the outward part and shit like that. And so I gotta give it to Candace. Candace, when it comes to them gays, Candace be right. She be 100% right. What makes up a woman? I say that to say that's what you're about to hear this guy Adonis say. That's what he about to do. The female.
a woman is an adult human female. So in
no. I don't want you to do that because it's almost sound like politician type of talk. So you have a male, you have a female. There's things that identify the makeup of a male, like a Y chromosome, like a penis. There's things that make up a woman, her chromosome, a vagina. So do you agree with that or do you look at it differently? I'm just trying to understand your lens. This ain't a gotcha moment. I'm trying to understand your lens. So what do you identify as a woman?
These niggas got donuts and bananas between their legs.
That's what donuts. You gonna answer donuts? Donuts and bananas.
Oh shit, my mic is muted. She is a transgender woman.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm asking you, what do you identify as a woman female? That's what I'm asking.
I personally identify a woman as an adult human female.
So when you look at a person, right? Or when you think of a female, when you think of a woman, what are the attributes? What are the things that you're looking as an identifying marker that, hey, this is a woman?
It's not like I know if you're a woman, like just by like looking at you, like how you speak. I mean, everyone can tell the difference. It's like looking at a different breed of dogs. Like like Chihuahua is different than like a golden retriever. Like you don't.
Right, but it would be. So you're not saying it's how they're born because you know a Chihuahua by how it's born. You know a Rottweiler by how it's born.
I recognize that women are different than men.
Hello, gay niggas.
In the modern times,
hey, just mute up, dude. Is a vagina and identify? We just gonna play this, and then of course you can add your position on it or comment on it after it's finished playing. And mark it as what a woman is.
Yes.
Right. So if a woman has a vagina, then that's a woman. If a woman doesn't have a vagina, then that's not a woman, right?
Yes.
What about ovaries? If a woman has ovaries, if she has a menstrual cycle, those are identifying markers as a woman, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I would say that we identify a woman the same. A woman is a woman that has the physical makeups or the genetic makeups of what a girl would be born as. We agree, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying that First Lady has those things?
I'm saying that legally and socially, she is fully a woman. She lives.
Why did you switch to legally and socially?
Because
it's crazy.
Like we were basically talking about biologically. It's crazy how they switched from legally and socially when we was talking about the biological makeup of what a woman is. And what I want women to pay attention to, women to pay attention to, is that a lot of times straight men are called misogynistic. But there ain't nothing more misogynistic than gay men, because gay men are actually out here saying that they can replace you, and they're attacking you more than us. Like a straight man wants you to have your shape, your looks, your beauty, your lips, your sexiness, your attitude. They want all of that. They just want a piece of it. The gay man wants to tell you that all of that is irrelevant because they can get cosmetic surgery, put lips on them, put an ass on them, cut their rod off, and sometimes they don't even cut their rod off, which how you know they fronting, and then replace. That's more misogynistic, and that's more belittling. And y'all, anybody could chime in. This ain't an echo chamber, so anybody could chime in if they want to. Anybody that want to come on the stage, you can come on the stage and speak. But that's more misogynistic and attack on a woman than a straight man could ever be. Because all the straight man, let's say if you got a dog ass nigga as a straight man, so a dog ass nigga just wants to have sex with you, wants to take your money. Let's say if that's the case, you can ward him off by just not having sex with him and not giving him your money. But you can't control you calling yourself going into a public space or going into your workplace and calling yourself a pregnant woman. You can't even call yourself that in the workspace. You can't say you breastfeeding in the workspace. You can't do none of these things in a public space because of the attack by men that are pretending to be you. I'm gonna keep playing.
Well, brother, I got it, brother. Y'all don't understand. Y'all just gotta let us have the conversation.
This is the reality that we are in now.
I got it.
Trans people are not going anywhere.
I get where you're going. No, Adonis, relax. You and I are having this conversation.
I know.
I just want to get us to a point where what you're talking about is not what a woman is biologically.
Let's say this. So there are multiple trans women that.
Wait, no. Let me just say this so I can understand if I can get it like this. You're not identifying a woman biologically when it comes to First Lady. You're identifying a woman legally, what America says, correct?
I have to respect the general public. And if there's a woman at the Nordstrom counter that is selling me something, and I know this person is trans, I'm not going to say man to that person. I'm going to treat them and respect them as a woman because that is who they are. That's who they are presenting to be.
How do you know they're trans? How do you know they're trans?
Hey, y'all ever see that video where it was a white man that looked straight like a man and was yelling at the cat? I think it was the cash register. And he was like, he was calling him man. Don't call me a man. I'm a ma'am. Like, how are we supposed to, how are you supposed to relate to some shit like that? Well, you looking at this individual, that's why I referenced Candace Owens, because she gave the perfect analogy. It's like, we got to play make-believe with transgenders. Like that man that says he's the first lady of the FBA, you got to play make-believe for that. And I really want to talk to the women more so than the men, real suspect to me. But I really want to talk to the women that voted for this man. But on my Instagram channel, there's a video I put up where women were cheerleading. They was like women, they was doing cheerleading and they walking out on the field. But as they walking out on the field, the homosexual is leading them in the field of cheerleading. The homosexual got some tight pants on and marching, and they're all following him. And so I be wanting to understand the psychology of women, especially black women, because that's what I care about the most. Black women that are cool with the gay man. I want to know, why do they say they're cool with the gay man? If any woman on the stage want to answer that, for sure you can answer that as well. I'm gonna keep playing it. And y'all can unmute at any time. You don't have to stay muted at all.
I'm saying, Adonis, it's not coming from a biological position, though. It's coming from an American legal. I'm asking you.
Yes, I have two separate definitions. I have the
Thank you.
You're born a woman, and then I have 2025. This is what it is.
There's only one definition. This is crazy work. So with that said,
Adonis, you can unmute. Adonis, actually, Adonis that's in the room.
Yes, thank you. I come in here respectfully to respect you. Yeah, I find you to be very respectful. So I'm going to be brief.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to be respectful. So I do want to say that, as Black Americans, we're extremely creative. We have created so much stuff. Like, our mind just flows out thoughts. And Giselle, who is, a foundational Black American, came up with First Lady of FBA, as she's done many slogans and many lines.
FBA?
Yes, I'm a Black American. Everyone in this space has seen me from the time I was a baby, when I graduated college, and as an adult.
Just so you can understand, Adonis, because
I have not.
Because I don't mean like that as far as seeing you, because I would technically fall under FBA. What I mean by FBA, would you be knowledgeable enough where if I asked you questions about it,
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
Yes. And I'm going to be very serious. So I want to say Giselle has been
there's somebody with some background
discussing
noise.
reparations and essentially
Hey,
the
Adonis, I
movement.
don't know if that's you playing something in the background, but I could.
Yeah, it's him.
All right, so Adonis, when you want, can we unmute him? Adonis, you got some background noise.
Sorry about that.
I think he's in a different space right
okay.
Giselle came up with the term First Lady of FBA.
Mm-hmm.
And through that, she started branding herself that. She changed her name to First Lady of FBA. And that's what she was running with, and that's what she's been addressed as in spaces. Then several people were hosting, year-end awards from all different sides of the app, and they put the title she created to a vote. It was her against Henrietta Snacks, beautiful, amazing Black American woman.
Is she a straight woman? Like, is she a...
Yes.
So
Henrietta, yes.
Okay, so it's her against one woman or her against...
No, I'm not done.
Okay,
it was her against Nikki the God, beautiful Black American woman. And then there's a third woman. I can't remember. I forget every single time who that third person is.
Okay.
But there were,
so three normal women.
Yes, three biological straight women that are very active in the movement. And
they all FBA? And they all FBA?
And yes.
Okay.
Yes, all of them.
Actually,
very well known.
Just so you know, if I interrupt you, it's not on purpose, but I never got this part of the history of how this man became First Lady, and I really want it so I could understand, right? Because you don't want to attack something without saying, somebody could come and say, Tazaryach, that's not right, or Cap, that's not right. So I'm glad you breaking it down. So you're saying it was Giselle, who's a trans woman, and then it's three biological women that are going for the title First Lady of the FBA, correct?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. And that was put to a vote. The poll was open for several days. There were all kinds of people that won awards. Like, I'm talking, there's like 20 different awards. She won by an overwhelming majority. She won by 69%. And she, she changed her heading, got a seal. That's who she was addressed as. We don't have a leader in this movement. The code is the leader. So we're guided by the code of, our reparations and pushing forth our agenda. So
what's the code?
The code is the leader, sir.
What do you mean?
It's about protecting Black families, protecting Black babies, protecting the nuclear family, and fighting for reparations and justice. That's what the code is. We're all on code.
Are you an FBA? Are you an FBA? Who made the code?
So I don't know the exact creator of it. I just know what the code is. I know if you're off code and I know if you're on code. But Giselle...
Well, you trying to say a bunch of grown-ass men and women elected a man to be a first lady?
Hey, wait. So that part is good, right? And so the code questions are good, but I want to allow him to get out this process before we kind of grill him as far, because we already understand. So basically, here's what we know so far. We know that FBAs voted for a trans woman over biological women. What I'm trying to get and understand is how we got there. So if anybody wants to chime on that, if you could just wait to the end. But the code part, you can definitely interrupt because he did say a code. So if y'all want to ask questions as to what that code is, that's cool. But Adonis, I do want to give you the space to break this down.
So essentially the code is reparations. It's being in solidarity with other Black Americans. It's about delineating and understanding our history. It's about honoring our ancestors, fighting for, justice, and being a distinct lineage as Black Americans. That's the code. Like its most simplest.
Okay.
So as long as someone is on code and follows the code, then that's our North Star, essentially, and we all follow that. Okay. And if you're off code...
The code is promoting and supporting the Black nucleus of a mother, father, and children.
Yes. Essentially, yes.
Okay. And do you think that gay people fit that narrative?
So there are gay people that happen to be Black Americans.
Right.
And we love them as our brothers and our sisters. We've never mistreated or harmed anyone. We've always looked out for our family. And a lot of the times we have to understand that when we show up in the world, we show up as Black Americans. And our sexuality may sometimes have to fall back and put that on the background to make sure that we are accomplishing the goals that we need as a people first.
Gay people go
Right.
family.
Okay.
But the question was,
Thanks, Adonis.
you guys trans? They can't hear you. They hear you for that family.
When you are you talking in this room space, Adonis, or are you talking in?
He's streaming the space. He's streaming.
That's fine.
Space.
I'm cool with streaming the space. That's fine. I just want to know if those questions are in here or if they're somewhere else. Because if not, I want you to keep.
They're coming from the other space, Ethan.
Okay.
No, I have, like, I'm saying what I know, and then there's also other people that are, helping me answer some of these questions.
I got you.
If that's okay,
So
if you want me to leave.
No, I don't want you to leave.
I'm not wearing a wire.
Slow down. I don't want you to leave. You can stream this. I don't care where you stream it to. So you ain't got to leave at all. This Captain Tazaryach space. I run this, so you ain't got to go nowhere. You can stream it wherever you want, right? This is a safe space where you can speak. I just want to make sure we get the story out, and if you don't mind answering the questions, I'm all for it. So can you continue with how the transgender man, or woman rather, got promoted to being the first lady? Because that's what I'm trying to get down to.
Yes, I understand that some people feel uncomfortable with that, and there are some women that feel uncomfortable with that. I would not let that, mislead you or feel some type of way or turn you away from this movement, because, we're putting in work, whether it's, on the city level, whether it's online, whether it's like just with your family. So if you see, Giselle, First Lady of FBA, and that makes you feel some type of way, understand that, there's all kinds of people in this movement. Don't let that turn you away. Because I think that's what we're getting at, is that some people feel turned off by that, or some people are highlighting that to say that there's an issue with FBA. But as long as we're following the goal and we're heading in the right direction, I think that we can look past that. But essentially, yes, she is.
So how did
that's what she's running.
So she beat 3 biological women. Like,
yes,
that's what I'm trying to get that process. You said there was a vote for Dave, right?
Yes, I have a screenshot of it. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Let's see.
If you screenshot it to me now, this is my first space that I've run.
Yeah, I can actually put it on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, you can do that.
Other people can see it, but let's see.
I want to learn how to.
But to be honest with you, I actually didn't even see the poll, so I myself didn't even vote in it. I just, knew that she was.
Who would you have voted for if you could have voted?
A lot of those girls are really nice. I've talked to them quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. What's this?
Are you the voice of the FBAs?
There's no voice. We're all the voice.
The FBA sent Adonis over here. But
I do got a question, right? How you put that up there? How, and this is off subject, but how do you pin something to the top like that?
So when you go to a post, like any tweet on X, there should be a share button. Like, so you know how there's a comment button, a retweet button, a favorite button, a bookmark button, and the last button is the share button. When you click the share button, it'll show share post, and then it will say like the space title, and you click that, and it will post it in the Jumbotron.
Appreciate that.
But you can also take things out of your Jumbotron by clicking the X.
Yeah, I see.
So what you do,
I do see that.
Yeah, so you want to make sure when you bring people to the stage that you monitor that, because some people will try to like spam it. So you got to be careful who you bring up, because they'll try to spam your Jumbotron.
And thank you. If there are any straight men or women that are in the FBA, if you could raise your hand up, I definitely have questions for you. I see Don has his hand up. If you want to speak, like, I believe that anybody that wants to speak, you can unmute, as long as you can unmute and just work yourself in a space, so you don't necessarily have to raise your hand up. So Don, like, you can unmute and act and speak how you want. Adonis, you definitely can speak as well. And 27, cultivating, y'all know y'all can speak. Antisocial. So Don,
Of
So Don, is
course.
there something?
But
Go
real
ahead.
quick, Cap, for the people that listening to us, please stop bringing my name up, okay? I'm just a support, here, okay? Melanie, try not to bring my name up.
But I
Thank
just
you.
want to say, like, while Giselle is, you know, going under First Lady of FBA, and she's being addressed that, and she's recognized as that, I want to call out the great women like Henrietta Snacks. There's so many women like Juicy Genius, Cece Friedman, Wani. Wani is amazing. She's an elder. There are so many amazing women that have given so much knowledge, beautiful Black American women, and we essentially put them on a pedestal and we look to them, and I think that they're great women that other girls that are learning about FBA and learning about this can also look to if for some reason.
Okay, Don Julio.
Good. Good. 27.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all for this space, brother Tazaryach and 27K Cultivate. Shout out to y'all. The cover that's being ran for Brother Bernard is absolutely egregious. I'm getting
Can you
ready
say
to
that
the
one more
title.
time?
Can you hear me? Am I coming in clear?
No, I heard you, but my other phone was ringing, so I didn't hear you.
Okay, I was saying that the cover that Adonis is in his room trying to run for Brother Bernard is extremely egregious. When you try to minimalize talking about, certain people are upset, let's just call it for what it is. It's a lot of women that are upset that a grown ass man who self-identifies as a woman is going around calling himself the first lady of a movement that's supposed to be geared towards the advancement of Black Americans. So rather than call that out, it's a lot of deflecting going on. But at the end of the day, this is nothing new. Whether it be Brother Bernard today or another situation.
And who's Bernard? Just so I can follow.
Giselle, the
that's
dude.
Okay, so that's his actual name, Bernard.
No. I call him Brother Bernard.
Oh, you just made up the name Bernard.
Yeah, he looks like a
Bernard. Okay, I got you.
He looks like a Bernard.
Shut the fuck up.
I was actually gonna go with Henry, but I didn't want to disrespect the great Mark Henry like that, so we're gonna go with Bernard. But nevertheless, it's extremely disrespectful, and all they have to do is call it out. I'm on record saying I don't care what a person does in their bedroom, but when your bedroom politics start to muddy the waters with what we got going on, then I have an issue with it. So if they're not going to call out Brother Bernard, unfortunately, people outside of the FBA faction of our community have to do it. And when we do it, we get called, transphobia, homophobia, all this other stuff. But the reality of the situation is that there are a lot of straight women in the FBA movement and the reparations movement in general that are not comfortable with this. And on one hand, people can't sit up here and talk about, we got to protect Black women this and protect Black women that. But then when Black women are telling you about something going on in the movement that is making them extremely uncomfortable, people like Adonis want to get ahead and run cover. Shout out to CC Freeman and all of the women that he named. But we going to deal with the fact that y'all are allowing a grown-ass man to play with reparations. And we as Black people, we can't afford to have people look into a movement and say, damn, they got a circus going on over there. Because we only going to get one shot at this.
I actually agree with that. And I see Buffalo and North, you have your hand raised up. If y'all wasn't in here earlier, you don't have to raise your hand in this space. You can unmute at any time, as long as you know how to, just work work yourself into the conversation. So I come from like a YouTube world and a clubhouse type of environment, so you can actually just unmute yourself and speak when you see that you can fit in.
Oh, I got a question.
Right.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How does a trans woman confuse reparations movement versus like someone that pretending to be indigenous and say that the slave trade doesn't happen? Like, what way works? Like, it just
this is the cover. Y'all.
No, but I do want to know. But I do want to know.
No, I'm just saying, is people in the room?
To Morph's question, does somebody in this space say that?
Yeah, like Don Julio and Melakeen back there, they say they're indigenous. So like how are they indigenous? Like how's that less detrimental than like a trans person that identifies themselves that pays about their phone bill and like however they label themselves? Like what does that got to do with reparations versus that? Because the reparations comes from like the enslaved Africans being shipped over here. So that's why we need the reparations. It's like, what is like a trans person, like however they identify, what does that got to do with reparations?
To Don, I'm gonna let you go. Don, I'm gonna let you go. But because you introduced an element, I wouldn't have brought up the reparation element, but because you did, and the brother asked you that question, you can answer him directly.
All right, I appreciate that. So, the first point is this. Look at the amount of cover. All we saying is hold a man accountable for disrespecting black women. The problem with Brother Bernard is not only has he called himself the First Lady of FBA, there is tons and tons of clips of this grown-ass man disrespecting black women, talking shit about them and even threatening to pull up on them.
Now, Don, before you get too deep in it, right, I want to make sure I zero you in. So, like, you're talking my talking points right now. But I think what the brother is asking you, if you're going to bring reparations into the conversation, what he's asking you directly is, what's the difference between you being indigenous saying slavery didn't happen, we was already in America, and a gay man representing the FBA? I believe I got you right, North? Am I correct?
I would say a trans woman, but like, sure. Okay. Yeah, just so to keep the conversation on the subject of reparations, because like, Don, when you responded to a gay man being the first lady. But once you've mentioned reparations, now Morph is saying, what's the difference? Because reparations is supposed to be those that came over here on slave ships. So if you're saying we didn't come over here on slave ships, he's saying, what's the difference? Almost like both are counterproductive. That's what he's saying. So that's what he wants you to respond to.
I get it. Honestly,
no. I want to represent myself. I don't think her, however she identifies, however Giselle identifies, has nothing to do with reparations. I would say like someone saying that the slave trade didn't happen, that has more to do with reparations.
Who said that the slave trade did not happen?
That's what he said. I'm saying, no. So like,
hold on. The conversation was not about reparation, though. Hello.
No.
We're not speaking of any kind of reparation.
I agree with that. He brought reparations up. I agree with that, but I like to.
He brought reparations up though. He said his main point was that Giselle was confusing the reparations conversation, and then they identify as indigenous. So like, how is that less confusing than Giselle? That don't make any sense.
Don, the main point was, I got you, Don. I got you, Don. I appreciate it. The main point is not reparations, but I don't mind a midpoint being brought up with the main point. So when you mentioned reparations, that's what prompted Morph to ask the question that he asked. So we can get back to the when we can get right. Okay. That's how we. So Morph didn't bring in reparations. Don did. Don said it's going to mess up our shot at reparations, and we won't be taken serious if we have a gay man representing as the first lady. So then Morph responded by saying, what's different of having this gay man up front than for people to say that slavery didn't happen? So Don, I think he's charging you with saying slavery did not happen, or we didn't come over here on ships. That's what he wants you to respond to.
Well, one, I don't know if he's familiar with my standpoint on things, but I never said that the transatlantic slave trade did not happen, and I definitely did not say that in this space. But what ends up happening is every time we start calling out BS, people always try to run cover. These people would make great NFL. These people would make great NFL cornerbacks with the way they cover the bullshit. So my thing is this, right? Damn the whole transatlantic slave trade argument. That's another conversation for another space. When I say that we won't be taken seriously, let's get to the
wait. So Don, before you do that, I want to first focus on how is the FBA trans woman allowed to be the first lady. I'll be here all day, so we can talk about that part. So now you shut it down.
I want to speak to that.
I got you. So now you shut it down saying that you ain't saying slavery didn't happen and stuff like that. So now that gets rid of the midpoint. So now we're gonna get that out the way. So now we're gonna go back to the initial subject. Re-up, I see you just came in the room. I said earlier, nobody has to raise their hand up in my room unless too many people are unmuting. You could just unmic when you see, when you see a moment to speak. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it just we're gonna what they call it, popcorn style. So we're gonna popcorn style it unless it gets too broad. That's clubhouse lingo. So Morph, he's answered your question, so he doesn't believe the position that you stated. So Don, you can finish speaking about specifically how does an FBA trans woman get to be the first lady, and then we get to the next subject. And like I said, anybody could chime in whenever they want.
Gotcha. Thank you for that. Because like I said, man, people just want to run cover and they don't want to deal with the real thing. But my thing is this: none of us in this room can deny that FBA is a faction of our reparations community that is seen as, I guess you could say, at being the forefront. So therefore, as a community, we got to make sure that whatever organization or movement is seen as representing us, they're representing us in a manner that is reflective of the majority of our community. Again, I don't have a problem with any gay person being a part of reparations. If you black, if you gay, if you straight, whatever, your reparations claim is your birthright. However, when you got a grown man that is making mockery of women, that is an issue that has to be addressed. And really and truly, it shouldn't take Brother Don or Brother Mel or somebody else to say that. That should come from the top. Because one minute people want to say that the code is the leader. Tariq is on record calling people bussy warriors and calling out all manner of things that he
You gotta
believes to
send me
be
that
gay,
content.
gay and
Hey, Don,
moist.
when you get a chance, I need that content of him saying it.
I got
Because
you.
I
I
won't
got you.
believe it until I hear it. That's why I'm saying it.
No, I respect that. I respect that. And I definitely will do my due diligence and get that to you.
Is there a way to fix your mic?
Who?
Free R. Kelly, your
Who's
mic is
Mike?
fucked up.
I think you want to Obama. I think you want to Obama.
It's just too many mics open at once.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think you need to mute your Obama phone, Buffalo. Thank you.
You said, see, you tripping. Like,
It was actually the host that's giving you the interference.
Yeah, I know. I just had to take a shot at Buffalo.
Oh wait, Cap, yeah, go
speak
ahead.
because I addressed this right. For a dude go up, try to talk about respecting black women. These niggas be the most disrespectful niggas to women that I've ever seen, and so. The hypocrisy is so crazy.
Hey, can you say that one more time? Because I didn't hear you.
I'm saying that if you have people on your stage that are very disrespectful to black women, that are coming up here trying to use this situation to say that, we got to address this and defend black women. Like it's crazy. And then, to speak about your title, do FBA people really support a trans woman as the first lady? And we was talking about this the other day, right? About the trolling part of it. And so what has been happening for years on this app is that, and I'm going to bring up reparations too. We are fighting for reparations for the descendants of emancipated people in this country. And, that for 30 plus years or so, the African lineage, legacy organizations have had control of this, and they supported for a great majority of that time. They were supporting of us getting reparations, and then their leadership kind of passed away, and as it went down to their new leadership, these people for about the past 12 years have been supporting what we call race-based reparations. That means that any person in this country that classifies themselves as black will qualify. And so we've been fighting the Pan-Africans on that. And it turned into a lot of cussing each other out, shitting on Africans, shitting on Caribbeans, to where people that do not appreciate that have become this group of Pan-Africans on the app. And they have been fighting Tariq. They have been fighting FBA. It's been a constant everyday spaces where these two groups are arguing with each other, putting their names in the title and blah, blah, blah. And so these Pan-Africans had this end of year polling thing, right? So I think part of their troll was to add T.S. Giselle to that poll. And then, so I wanted to just, and just them, I'm sure that some FBA voted for her as well, right? But I do want to clear a piece of it up for you, because I heard you. You sound like you believe, that FBA solely voted for T.S. Giselle to be the first lady of FBA. And honestly, I think that that's probably not. I believe it was people like Don Mulio and the Secure the Tribe Indians and the Pan-Africans that have been doing that, because they really are upset with Tariq, and that, that he is, for whatever reason, and you hear it if you listen to the way that people are up on this stage talking about that man and trying, having all this fake outrage. I don't know if you was in the space the other day when Re-Ups brought up that they have a person that has, they might not have a title in their Secure the Tribe group, but they have out over there. It was the same type of situation. This is fake outrage, and you are being used as a tool to perpetuate this back and forth, and I don't like seeing it for you.
He's not being used as a tool.
When we let certain people on stage,
straighten that shit out.
So I would think with everything, but
Hold on. Because I can't speak
Yeah,
over you guys.
I was going to say that cultivating.
Tazaryach, you're not being used as a tool. You went on your own to do this, to find out what's going on. Nobody's using him as a tool, Buffalo, so don't come here and say that. Nobody's using him as a tool. He is his own man, so come on now.
Yeah, what I was
all right,
I
say, apologize.
No problem. What I was going to say, and I want to give space for Re-Up. I seen, like I said, anybody can unmute, so I do want to give space for Re-Up to get up in there. That's why, Don, I was going to say if you could just hold one until I give the space to Re-Up, being that he hasn't spoke yet. I just want to say it's impossible to use me as a tool. When I came in, many people may not know me at all. I'm kind of new when it comes to spaces or Twitter like that. But as far as this subject, I hate homosexuals. When I say I hate them, I abhor them. Since about 20, I've done a lecture called No Homo in New York. I did a lecture in Atlanta called Make Atlanta Straight Again. I've done lectures on child molestation. I vehemently abhor homosexuals, and not just because of their lifestyle. They have a right to live their lifestyle, but a lot of times when you go into history,
he cut out. I can't hear.
You must have a phone.
Yeah, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back.
What I was saying was that I've done show, like I do a radio show where at the beginning of the month we used to dedicate it to victims of child molestation, because that's where a lot of homosexuality stems from them being molested, abused, XYZ like that. So when I came into the spaces and saw a trans woman being propped up as the first lady, I'm speaking to that because I'm against it. So nobody can really use me for that. Now, that's not to say that somebody won't bring me into their space for that reason. But for me personally, I've always spoke against this. To the people that have their hand raised, I'm going to leave it popcorn style, but I want to give it to Re-Up first to speak first. And then I see Malek, Antisocial, and Black Native. Y'all have free range when anybody talks. And so I don't want nobody to feel like they're being interrupted, because I'm giving the room, even me, if I'm talking, if you feel like you can chime in, just go ahead and do so. So Re-Up, I want to start with you, and then it's open to the popcorn style.
All right, appreciate that, host. 27 cultivating. Yeah, I'm gonna go with what Buffalo was saying. A lot of, even it's like we're being a little obtuse. A lot of fake outrage, right? We can sit in rooms and troll all the time and know when we trolling, right? You can go in Tariq room and know when he trolling, when he bringing up the bussy shit, right? It's funny. It's people sitting up here. You're bringing your personal beefs, your personal grievances, whatever you feel you had going on with whatever ethnic identifier, not the movement, because FBA is not a movement. That's an ethnic identifier, right? Your movement is Black empowerment and reparations. You could try to mix the two, but I think Tariq said it, right? He's allowed to, if y'all can say, hey, push him at the forefront, if he defining everything, that's Daddy Tariq. So go with what he say. He also said it was a troll. Keep trolling, he like it. Y'all caught the clip. I mean, we troll on this bitch, you know? We do a little bit of trolling. And we get back to the nonsense. Shout out again to y'all helping push people forward to the movement and knowing what ethnicity is and the alignment. But I think this shit is just fake outrage. It's a bunch of fake outrage from a Pan-African troll because they felt some type of way. Now you got people pushing a narrative because, it's allowing me to get off some shit I got because I didn't like FBA or I got a problem with Tariq. I mean, that's all it is, bruh. Y'all have personal problems with a lineage or people on the app trolling, and y'all going with something that it was a Pan-African award show, by the way. Remember that? It was a Pan-African poll in nominations.
Pan-African, break that down.
So it's a little group over here like Buffalo was saying.
I ain't got no personal agenda with nobody. Tariq is somebody that,
and I wouldn't put,
when I did the show with him, I actually texted him about it. And the reason why I text him is because I don't really want to say nothing about him negatively if I don't have to. That's just how I feel. Because I met him and we agreed when we did the interview on No Jumper, people expected us to clash. And so before we did the interview on No Jumper, he and I said to each other, we wasn't going to let Adam divide us as brothers. So we went in that interview, we did that interview as brothers. So the reason why I texted him was because I didn't want to say, hey, Tariq out here promoting this when I got his number because he can cut me by saying, hey, Cap, now you got my number. You could have just asked me. So I ain't speaking from a personal gripe against anybody, just for the record. You can continue, Rio.
Yes, sir. And that's called being on cold, by the way, right? When we in spaces with some of those Pan-African ops, or it could be, Dom or Booby Mill, like, I'm not bringing in no personal shit we got on our side of the app into a white conversation, right? That's just being on code. That was answering anti-question. But yeah, I think it's just false outrage shit we got going on in our inner beefs, in our inner communities, and to the Pan-African warlords, right? Who want the flat blackness, as they like to say. Let's fuck your ethnicity. We on this flat black shit. They got their own personal beefs with Tariq, with some FBA people. It's a convenient troll, right? And it comes with that homophobia. A lot of them come from cultures and ethnicities and shit where they homophobic and shit. I mean, that's cool if that's your ideology. But then again, that's perverting a part of their message. I don't know. I think y'all putting 100 on 10. It's a troll. This troll that y'all are referencing does speak pro-black. That disrespect y'all talking about the black folks. We all disrespect on this app. That's how we all give it up. Some of y'all, and even the women, y'all like to paint it as, let's protect black women and all that bullshit. But yeah, it's only convenient when you want to do it. But it's just fake outrage, a nice way to troll and hey, let me throw some dirt on FBA and the Lineage talking shit.
So now for somebody that's not trolling, right? If I just want to respond to him real fast and then you can go anti-social. For somebody that's not trolling or got an agenda or something like that, right? Just for an average brother like myself, right? Take whether you want to look at me, I am an Israelite, right? But for an average brother, when I see that, you don't think that could be misleading? Let's say if I wanted to get up in the FBA, because I'm a black man.
But I think you're doing the right thing, right? I think you're having a conversation, you're asking questions in a serious space, and I think a very genuine way to get an understanding.
And then that's why I was going to say, like, that's what I was going to ask you, like, for somebody like me, when I come in and you say, we just trolling, do you think that's acceptable to a black man that doesn't understand the X but wants to see the FBA movement be about something? Do you think that's an acceptable route to go? Like, it's like could FBA, just from the trolling position, could it be a troll going too far for people that may want to really be a part of it and support it?
No, I think it's we're in America, right? All publicity is good publicity, and it's how you control your own narrative. And that's not what we sit in these spaces and talk about all the time, controlling your own narrative, right? Being in control of shit.
Right.
Control the narrative.
Enabling a tranny controlling the narrative like that.
Can I please answer that?
I was going to yield. Hey, to the brother that asked the question, 1 second. To the brother that asked the question, I did tell his sister I would let her go first. So after her, then you can go. So that, I believe it was the sister that was an antisocial. Is that her? She got it.
Antisocial.
Okay, so antisocial, you got it.
My issue from what I've heard so far is, why does it matter? Real talk. Like, it seems to bother people that she is who she is, and yet it's not affecting or bothering anybody's actual life. It's not. At the end of the day, she's still FBA. Whether you approve of it or not, that's how it is. And it's been just like what Rehab said, it's being taken too far. It's like what people do when they try to throw the stones or they try to help you on your sins and you pick and choose what sins to pick. Y'all are bothering her. Y'all are putting her in store, like in the title of your spaces. For what purpose? At the end of the day, FBA is a movement, right? Or not even a movement, because I heard it wasn't. Y'all are fighting for something. And at the end of the day, her being who she is not going to affect that any further. We're supposed to be accepting of all FBAs, right? So if we're accepting of all FBAs, it seems like y'all are not accepting her. And that's a problem, because then now what y'all have been preaching, what y'all have had spaces about, now goes out the window. It's gone at that point because she's not being accepted. And that's an issue.
Quick announcement I want to make before we go forward. This is to my co-host. I don't want any FBA people removed at all. I want every FBA person.
Oh, dog, he know what he did. Rolling the bitch nigga. He a fuck nigga. He been ducking and dodging.
No, okay.
He been blocked.
Okay, so what we're gonna do in Captain Tazaryach space is everybody is allowed. Like I run it way differently. I don't know nothing about X and how that's run. But I do know that I give space to everybody. I don't care if you disagree with me or you're not. I'm known for being super duper patient, sometimes too patient. So I don't want no narratives in this room. So anybody that's in this room, they can come in, and this is a safe space for everybody. And I think my co-host can handle that. So the co-hosts are in here. 27K lets me host in his room as well as cultivating. That's why they host in here. But with that said, I need y'all to run the room like I would run it. So everybody can do whatever they want in this room. I don't care what it is. And then I'll be the one to delineate who gets removed or who doesn't. So I appreciate it greatly. Anybody want to respond to what
I just wanted to add one more thing. Mm-hmm. When people have kept saying that TS has disrespected Black women.
Who is TS?
Giselle.
Okay.
From saying that Giselle has disrespected Black women, how is that any different from Black women disrespecting Black women and Black men disrespecting Black women? Why then and only then is it an issue when it's never been spoken about?
Oh, so Black men don't ever get disrespected?
You know what I mean, Rios. Don't try me. You can't specifically try to point that out with just her.
Hold on. I got my man Lou in the building. Lou just left. I was gonna bring Lou up. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Say that again?
No, you're good. I was talking about. I've seen a brother in the space that always brings me up. So I was gonna bring him up. My bad.
Respectfully, we disrespect each other around the clock. Black men to Black men, Black men to Black women, Black women to Black men, Black women to Black women. We do it around. We can't just pick and choose whose disrespect is more important just because we don't like how they present themselves or how they live their life or what they decide to do. That's when we decide that the disrespect is worse. When in reality, the disrespect is around from everybody, no matter who it's coming from. It's disrespect regardless. That's all.
Anybody want to respond to that?
Yeah, I think Bowie was trying to talk.
Are we doing popcorn? Because I was here before.
It's all popcorn.
Okay.
It's the only...
Yeah, Black is
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
Shalom, sis.
Shalom. I've never seen you on this app. Thank you for coming. I believe T.S. Giselle is trolling. She's not the issue. The issue is we have a lot of African people infiltrating our reparative justice movement. That's a problem. And we've been calling. I'm literally listening to Rick right now while I'm talking to you. I'm watching him on YouTube. And I remember I saw that No Jumper interview that you and Tariq did, and I'm glad.
Con, and before you do that, sis, I give it right back to you. I want to shout out my brother Lou Fax, that's down in the bottom. I want to bring him up as a co-host if he got time. If you can give me an emoji and just let me know. And the reason why I'm doing it is because every time I come into his spaces, he does the same for me, but he got to give me an emoji to let me know, and then I'll go from there. But sis, you got it.
Yeah, I'm glad that when I watched the interview with you and Tariq on No Jumper, you had a...
Also, wait, before you say that, Negro Black Knights is saying that he's blocked out of this space. I don't know what that means. I don't know if somebody has him blocked. I don't know how that works, but I would like to get that brother back in the room.
One of the co-hosts might have him blocked. That's not what he
So it's cultivating a 27. Do y'all have him?
He's not blocked. No, he's not blocked.
Okay. All right.
This is they're trying to delay the space. Let's just continue.
And
this is
just
weird.
letting y'all know, I'm gonna bring Lou up as a co-host. I can only have 2 co-hosts, so I don't know if 27 and cultivating. If y'all want to volunteer,
I can drop.
I appreciate it. So I'm gonna bring Lou up as my co-host. Thank you, cultivating. That's why I like the sister. So I just brought Lou up. Lou, I just sent you the invite, Lou. And Black Native, I got you. I'm gonna bring you right on.
Okay, no problem.
As soon as you come. All right. Lou, let me know when you accept the invite. I just invited you up. I just sent it to you. All right, but you can go ahead. There you go. You can go ahead, sis.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I was saying I did watch the interview with you and Tariq on No Jumper. I want to applaud you because you had slightly differences, but I'm glad that you reached out and you didn't allow this white man to try to.
Yeah, and we did that right on the fly. That was my first time ever seeing him. As soon as we saw each other, we dapped each other up and we said, we like not letting.
I thought that I was surprised that was the first time you all had met, but I've been knowing about you for years because I am a Hebrew. So yeah, it's just been a lot of bullshit. Pardon my French. On the app, what I'm saying, and it's been about us trying to fight for reparative justice. We have a lot of infiltrators that are really trying to stop us from getting what's owed to us, and this is what's happening for the past 3 or 4 years. I don't take T.S. Giselle seriously. She does troll. We understand she's trans. But I don't even think Tariq is taking her seriously because Tariq said all publicity, whether good or bad, is publicity, and it's getting our the name FBA out in the forefront. So I just really want to just come up and just give you say shalom.
Got you. So I appreciate it. So are you saying like the intent behind those that, although they disagree with the whole trans woman thing, they look at it as this could be publicity?
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Right. So they're using a faggot for publicity. I mean, I'm sorry.
Can I play that clip? Hey, I got the clip.
Man, that shit don't make it. And I fuck with Sister Nate. Come on now, Black Native. Come on, and I fuck with you, Black Native. Come on, man. Come on.
Just prove her wrong. Prove her wrong. You niggas seem like y'all in y'all feelings.
No, but I'm saying, wait.
You niggas in y'all feelings more about the trans.
Niggas in this.
A faggot saying they first lady of FBA for publicity. You can't.
Hey, one second. I want everybody to understand. I like to keep it popcorn style till we get the rudeness that's trying to come into this space. I don't care what you say. I really don't. From the clubhouse world, and Lou can attest. That's why I made him a co-host. We like the one mic. We don't mind a squabble. That's Lou word. We don't mind a squabble, but we just like a clean type of conversation. So we don't do rude. Stuff you can say what you want. Just try to get, one mic and popcorn style. That's how I get to run it. No, but y'all got it. Wait, I'm sorry. One more thing. I didn't mean to do the mute. One more thing. The title of this room is crazy.
But the title of this room is necessary because if you're gonna so-called troll with this thing, you got to look at somebody. Me is looking at that shit like I would be a part of FBA because I wouldn't want to troll. I wouldn't want to get publicity off of a gay man being the first lady. Me as a straight man.
Can I respond?
Hey, Tazaryach, real quick. Ask all these niggas. Ask all the niggas who mad up here. Ask them have they ever been flamed by Tariq or what problems they got with FBA. I think you should start it off with that. Start it off with that.
What, nigga?
How many of you niggas been memed up, been flamed up on stage? How many of you niggas been lined up? How many of you niggas been lined up?
Let me speak to anti-social.
That's what you're mad about. Y'all let that trans.
Everybody relax, man. Everybody relax. Are you saying
I'm
that
gonna say shalom and I'm gonna drop down.
Hold on 1 second. Are you saying the only men that have an issue with a trans woman being Yeah, relax.
Nah, that's not it. He trying to throw niggas off. Let me respond.
That's my point.
Nah, he trying to throw. Let me respond to anti-social.
No. Everybody, if y'all could just control yourself. Come on, fellas. We supposed to be men. Let the women. We usually say women do that. Let's be men. But I'm trying to understand. Is that brother trying to say the only people that got an issue with a trans woman being the first lady are people that got an issue with Tariq? Is that what I'm hearing? I just unmuted it.
So prove me.
Yeah, that's what you hearing. It ain't got nothing to do with it's a grown ass man in a wig threatening to beat up other women.
Well, that's your hate. That's your personal problem. But all y'all been flamed and lined up.
Man, let me address the point. He trying to turn it to some bull.
You been flamed up. He took the tribe out.
Let me address the point. Hey, he don't want to address the point. He want to troll and bring it to some bullshit. Let me address the point.
No,
okay, yeah, we got you. We got it. Yeah, niggas done flamed Tariq ass up, boy, crazy. Niggas done flamed that nigga up crazy. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Nobody saw it.
Yo, plenty niggas saw it.
And that's
plenty niggas saw it.
Charleston, nigga.
Plenty niggas saw it. And you know it, boy.
Nobody saw it.
Plenty niggas saw it.
Niggas scared of PW.
But let me address the point though. To antisocial. It's not about a fucking tranny. Because we know it's a lot of gay people or alternative or whatever the fuck. It's about the movement. Delineation is a serious movement. We don't need niggas ain't anybody enabling a tranny talking about any type of publicity. Them niggas is not serious at all. Delineation is a serious movement. This ain't no fucking game. So niggas up here talking about this is for publicity and like, man, stop playing. This ain't about him.
Let me ask this question.
This ain't about him. It's about the movement.
I think
delineation, the movement. We serious about this shit. We not playing
to the movement.
We're not uplifting trannies to troll.
I think y'all trying to reclassify us as Indians.
No, he don't want to. He want to cut me off. He want to cut me off because he don't spin that.
I would like to respond to that because you're saying delineation is so.
You running around here talking about powwows.
Hey guys, y'all gotta be able to speak with some type of decorum.
Yeah, this nigga re-up, stay on your mic, nigga.
Like,
I just want to respond to what he said.
Go ahead, sis.
I ain't finished.
No,
niggas jumping off the mic. I'm not finished.
Hey, let me respond to that one point.
I'm not finished.
Popcorn with
I'm not
butter.
finished.
This is popcorn with butter.
Everybody to understand what popcorn style is. It's not for anybody to give long soliloquies. So you want to be more succinct with your words.
These people
gives more time. It gives more time for people to talk. So the sister that was talking, she'll go, and the brother that said he wasn't finished, but it'll be popcorn style. That's all. Just don't be long-winded so you don't feel offended if you think you're getting cut off.
I think people are too.
Okay, so no hands, right, bro?
Yeah, you don't have to use no hands. You could just unmic.
All right.
That's correct.
That's so, brother.
We need to bring the first lady in here.
No, we
I
don't.
need to respond back to the delineation.
That's a man.
What
we don't
about
need no man in here.
what about her being who she is stops any of that?
That's a bull.
How does that stop that?
All you gotta do is look at her profile.
No. You answering my question. Let me just give an example. If Re-Ups is a part of the FBA, what about Giselle stops him from being a part of the FBA? That's the part that y'all are missing from
Can I answer that? Hey, one mic.
Let me respond to that. Let me respond to that.
One mic on
Hold on. Let me respond to that.
Appreciate it. One mic on Cap real fast, and then y'all can respond. She said, "What stops that? What stops that, or stops someone from being an FBA?" As a straight heteros, I'm gonna tell you what could stop me, right? As a FBA, right? When I'm saying FBA, not that I'm in the movement or nothing like that, but I am a foundational Black American based on the terminology that y'all set forth, and I would never want to be represented
by a homosexual. That's what would
But
stop
that
me.
doesn't stop your lineage.
That
That doesn't stop who you
no,
are.
you said what's no, you're not listening. You're not getting what I'm saying.
This about Brother Bernard's sexuality to take away from the fact that he is jeopardizing an entire movement. See, the goal is to make it seem like heterosexual, masculine black men have something out or something against LGBT. So now it's not about reparations. It's not about our people anymore. It's about pushing this narrative that every black man is homophobic and they hate gays. That's what this is about.
And also,
But what you're saying.
And let me say one more thing, because I know I've been on the mic probably more than everybody else in this room, and I'm going to be fair. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to fall back for a minute.
The other people that have their hand raised, you can just unmute and speak.
On one hand, we get told that the black woman is the most unprotected person in this country. Then when black men stand up and defend black women against a grown ass man that got a whole penis, disrespecting and threatening to fight black women, we got black women like this, and I'm talking specifically about anti-social Junior who got hashtag LGBTQAYTZ in her thing.
Wait. Here's the problem. Y'all never read past that. Y'all never read past that.
I don't need to read past.
It says support her, sir. Are you slow? Read past that part.
But when you,
Y'all
even though
get
you
stuck
say
on that highlighted so easy.
but even though you say 1 second, Don, relax. I'll let you finish in 1 second. When you say that they don't read past that, what about what he said before that? That he made a statement to say that they always say that the black woman is least protected. And so now y'all let a man beat 3 black women in a vote for the first lady. That's what y'all did. Whoever participated in that poll to determine who was the first lady, y'all let a man beat 3 black women. And then men say that they are upset at that. And women are fighting the men that are fighting for women. Like, make that make sense to me.
I have a question.
It's representing the lineage, bro.
That ain't, we ain't talking. Hold on. What y'all doing? I don't know if y'all notice or not. When y'all say lineage, y'all are showing your lack of intelligence to focus on the subject of the conversation. The subject of the conversation is not lineage. The brother said black women always complain that they're not defended or helped. And then y'all put up a vote where it was a man that identifies as a woman versus 3 black women. And y'all voted for the man instead of the women. And then the straight black men are saying they're sick of this shit, and women are defending it. This ain't got nothing to do with no heritage. This got to do with why would women say they want protection, then when you get protected, you fighting the nigga that's protecting you against the man that's replacing you.
Because here's the problem. Y'all are trying to protect us from people we don't need protecting from. Protect us from actual people who are harming us.
So hold on, son. Can you
repeat that one more time? Wait. So y'all don't understand the play. Can you just repeat that? Wait, just let her. Just let her say that one more time. Can you say that one more time, please?
Say what?
I
know I was heard.
No, you definitely was heard. I just want you to say it again. You said that we are doing what?
Y'all are trying to protect us from people we do not need protecting from.
So you don't need protection. You don't need protection.
I don't need.
That's what you said.
No, what do I need protection from someone living their life the way they want?
Okay, so now
I'm so confused. That doesn't stop me from being a black American.
So if I can have a one-on-one conversation with you real fast. The transgenders. Now, I'm not talking about you personally. I'm not talking about me personally. I'm not even talking about that person that with the FBA that's your first lady. Your first lady, that's a man. I'm not talking about him either. Collectively, in the past 2 or 3 years, have women been told they can't identify themselves as they normally would? Yes or no?
No, I don't think so. No, not for me anyway.
So you're making it personal. So you don't know of any. No. You don't know of the whole term cisgender, birthing person, biological woman. You don't know of these terms.
I know exactly what those terms
Okay,
are.
why were those terms created?
I have no idea, sir. Please inform me.
Thank you. They were created by men that want to identify as women, and they don't want women to identify themselves as what they were. That is an attack. That is a direct attack by men. Men are telling you that because I want to identify, excuse me, I don't want to say I, because they want to identify as a woman, you can't call yourself a woman no more. You got to call yourself a biological woman because a man is telling you he can be a woman too. You can't call yourself a pregnant woman. You have to call yourself a birthing person because that's going to be offensive to a man.
Okay.
And that's what you're supporting.
So when you say, and this is what women don't know, and I'm going to say something that women ain't going to like. Women are extremely naive, and you don't know what protection is until you're protected. And the reason why I said, because you said you're protecting us from somebody that we need protection from. Anybody that's attacking the very nature of a woman, you do need protection from. And women don't see that. Women have been seduced by gay men your whole fucking life. They who you get it from. They call you a bitch. A gay man can call you a bitch. You will let that shit slide. Your man call you a bitch, like, come here, bitch. You're going to lose your mind. But they're the same man. But you look at the gay, what I'm saying, you're not talking about you specifically, sis. But women look at the gay man as something different because he changes the octave in his voice. Walk with a sass. He's not looked at as a threat. He's not looked at as masculine or something you got to obey. So, sis, when you say you don't need protection, you absolutely need protection from it. You just don't see it. The floor is open to the floor.
I don't. That's the problem. Like, I think what the issue is that we're making this a lot bigger because we're taking this further than the FBA at this point. Y'all are concerned about one specific person.
Let her get it out, and then you can chime in. Y'all got to give people at least 30 to 40 seconds, and then y'all can chime in. Go ahead, sis.
I feel that it's going a little further than how it needs to go. We're trying to address an issue with one specific person that gets everybody riled up every time. And I do not understand why it's getting everybody riled up every time. I don't. She's great to me. I love her. She's great. What I don't understand is why it's bothering everybody. That I'm trying to figure out why it matters.
We're talking about delineation. How many times I got to say it? We don't need that representing a serious movement at all.
Okay.
We don't need that. We don't need a loud voice. We don't need. Look, we don't need a loud voice enabling a tranny who's disrespectful
Are
to
you
real
a
black
Black
women.
American? Are you a Black American?
It doesn't matter. Like, we talking about a movement.
Okay, hold on. No, it does. Are you a Black American? Yes or no?
Listen, we're talking about a movement.
Hold on. We're talking about FBA, right? Are you a Black American?
I'm not FBA.
Yes or no?
I'm not. FBA is a sub. FBA is an internet.
I'm asking you, are
FBA
you
is
a
an internet
Black
acronym.
American? I didn't even ask you if you were foundational. I just
stop
asked
talking
you
about
if you were
FBA.
Black.
You bringing up FBA. I'm not
Did I
FBA.
say foundational? I just said, are you
Yes,
a
I'm a Black American. Are you a Black American? Are you
I
FBA?
am. Now, here's no. You answered yes. You're a Black American. What does Giselle have to do with the fact
We
that
do
you
not
will
need a
forever
loud
be a
voice.
Black
We
American?
do not need a loud voice in the delineation movement enabling a tranny who's disrespectful to real Black women.
Do you not
It's just that
understand that
serious.
you being open like that and accepting people such as Giselle
It's not about
might open up
accepting
for
a
more
tranny. We
people
don't
to
need.
want to, I don't know, push forward more of the motivation? Like you
Man,
being
where that
this
clip at, Mel?
close-minded.
Play that clip. Play that clip, bro.
Like, I'm so confused. Being that close-minded, it's going to people not
That's
want
not
to
close-minded. That's not close-minded.
Allow anybody into the movement.
No one on the stage.
I got a question. If are we familiar with?
It's okay. So by that logic,
You just gonna talk over?
we should start allowing pedophiles to speak for us. We should start allowing cold-blooded killers to speak for us.
No,
Why stop at the train?
FBA.
You are taking it too far for your taste.
We do let cold-blooded
No,
killers
shit
for
grows.
you cold-blooded
You
killers.
plant seeds and they grow.
allowing
You can't talk about
Indians to
shit
speak for
grows.
us.
It is crazy that this one person has y'all this upset.
I don't
Okay, everybody just
think
keeps
it's a
talking.
measure. Yeah, I don't think it's a measure of one person having anybody upset, and I think that's a small-minded way to look at it. From the time of buck breaking during slavery up until seeing, I remember watching Pulp Fiction and Ving Rhames. He just got to get fucked in his ass in the movie. of all of the black actors having to put on a dress, the effeminization of black men, even the gangster homo thugs like Omar from the movie The Wire. So for straight black men, we're tired of anything. If you think about the Black Lives Matter movement, Black Lives Matter movement at the surface level looked at it was like for black people. It was about black culture. And then when you looked into their bio, it said we're about the child, the mother, and the parent because we found out that they was gay. Now, y'all want us to believe that the FBA is using a troll, using a gay as a troll, that is not legit. But history tells us that it's going to lead to some gay shit too.
Can I make one suggestion?
All lives matter.
Can I make one suggestion? Yes. Because I'm looking at this stage, right? I see, what's up, Jake? I see Jake, Ronald, the Hard Black Truth, Booby.
Yeah, anybody
Don.
can come up.
Listen, let me make this suggestion, because your title says, do FBA really support a trans woman as the first lady? None of these people on this stage support FBA. They are anti-FBA. And so you have a stage.
So you are FBA, right?
Yes.
So why
No, she's a freak.
That's not true,
She's lying. She's a freak. Hey, she's lying, bro. She's not a freak. She's not FBA.
Listen, man, as men,
she's not FBA.
As men, y'all got to get out your feelings. So, Buffalo, who on the floor that you see?
Hold on, Tazaryach. Hold on. No. Because I'm not going to let her do that either. She's coming actually from the other space to come over here to derail. So you're not going to do that. I'm not going to allow it. So you can drop her. You know exactly what I'm
No, that's my sister.
And she's not FBA. We're not in our feelings. She's not FBA. She's a free man.
I can speak for myself.
Free man, FBA is the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, so everybody can understand. I want to hear from whatever FBA is. I'm not going to allow whatever beef y'all got internally. I don't know nothing about it. That's why I'm glad this is in my space, so I can set the rules and how it's going to go. So what I want Buffalo to do, Buffalo, I want you to give me. Oh, how did Rio get moved down to the bottom? I thought
he fled. That nigga fled.
Oh, but Buffalo really is a troll.
He got a call.
Everybody relax. Re-up. Can you unmic Re-up? Wait, Re-up. I thought I sent you an invite. Re-up. Re-up, did you get it?
Too many men on the stage.
Oh, hold on. I gotta drop some people down, so don't be mad if I drop you down, please. So I'm removing, and I'm gonna tell.
Okay, don't drop Hazard down.
I just drop Hazard down. My bad. My bad. Rono, I'm gonna drop Rono down, and I'll bring y'all back up. Please just be patient with me. I just want to bring certain people up. So I want to bring Re-up back up. Re-up is on stage. So between Re-up and Buffalo, I want y'all to give me one or two people. How did Lou drop? I want y'all to give me one or two people that are FBA that when I ask questions, they can answer from that position. Because that's really what I want. I know a lot of people.
Do you mean on the stage right now?
If they're on the stage right now, that's fine. But if they're not on the stage, I want to know.
And Lou, probably sometimes as the co-host, you can't hear a person speaking, so they'll have to drop down and come back up. That's probably what the problem was with him.
Okay.
You mean like in the space right now?
Yeah, because you said you made the claim that the people on the stage
Rottweiler, I think, is FBA.
So I want to bring.
I got it. I don't. We good. We good.
Okay, so
we can take it from here.
I got you. So Rhea say he the representative Buffalo. So you good with that?
Yes, sir.
Well, I done packed
nigga that was twerking.
Hey, we don't need y'all personal shit when you start saying a nigga that's twerking. We don't need all of that. We don't need all of that. There's a time where you'll get it. Right now, we're just trying to verify who can speak for the FBA. And so Buffalo is fine with Re-up. Re-up said he don't need nobody else. That's correct, right, Re-up? Okay, so we're going to go from there. So we're going to get back to the conversation. I created this title. Matter of fact, what's funny is when I first created this title, the title was about Christians in the Bible because I'm an Israelite. But then when the people came in, I was playing some content, and that's what made me make the title. That's what brought y'all here, which I appreciate y'all being here. So, Re-up, Buffalo, y'all can't complain now about FBA because I, as the host, made sure y'all got y'all people in here. So the floor, the mics are unmuted for the conversation. The only time you'll see me use the mute everyone if it's a bunch of voices and it sounds like confusion.
And I want to say that
Look at your
because
text,
my
Cap.
hand been up for a
Okay.
while. My hand been up for a while, and
Go
I
ahead,
got
brother.
things to do.
Go ahead,
And
drink.
what's up? FBA is a self-identifying lineage, and it's a lot of bullshit that's coming with it. That's really fucking up shit for Black Americans. That's really standing on Black American business. You know, the time is up for us to be infiltrated by our own fucking people. And a lot of these people that represent or self-identify as FBA don't have a history of doing anything for our people. I mean, you could check it out. Look at these people timeline that's supposed to be standing on a lineage business or ethnic business. They're not. They're a problem. Matter of fact, we just had an OMB in 2022. All these self-identifiers and acronyms want to go there and fuck shit up for Black Americans. We talking delineation, but they don't want to stand on paperwork and let's make it that movement. They want to come up with a new motherfucking name every fucking day, and I'm tired of it. We Black Americans. We Black first, American second. We need to stand on what the fuck we are. And now y'all got a faggot fucking running around claiming to represent 50 million motherfucking Black Americans. That's a problem. That's a problem, and it's disgusting. And this faggot running around disrespecting our women. But we don't need our women to tell us when to protect them. We're going to protect them regardless, because that's the right thing to do for a Black man, to protect a Black woman, not Bernard. That's what the nigga name is, motherfucking Bernard. I'll land there.
It's popcorn style, y'all. I told y'all that.
Good. I want this Giselle to keep trolling dumb niggas who roll with that narrative, because that amplifies the message and that gets more people on code.
Yeah, so Tariq supports the tranny. Tariq stamps the trend. He says
Hey,
it
what was
amplifies
that that was just played? Wait, if you could play that, like you can't start.
Here you go.
Right, but you give us some context of what you're playing. Wait, don't play it yet. If you could just give us some context, like I just want some context of what you're playing. Like you just play audio.
Somebody sent me this stream of Tariq basically supporting what T.S. Grizel is doing. You can't reduce trolling. You can't reduce that to trolling. That man disrespects Black women. That's why Just B made a diss song the other day, because that grizzly bear has been attacking Black women. And Tariq,
but when you consider that a troll too, I mean, didn't y'all have Vino and somebody else doing challenges with songs? Like, bro, this is false outrage, bro.
I'll play the clip
Again. I'll let you. Yeah, play the clip first.
Let's play the clip first and then respond after the clip. So Melik wants to play the clip. He's giving the context of the clip. Let's just play the clip and go from there. Go ahead, play the but if you could just say what the clip is first, then play the clip, and then y'all can comment on it.
This is Tariq.
That's kind of bullshit, because Vino ain't a faggot.
Man. Whoever unmuting, you can chime in after it's played, man.
This is Tariq.
Hey, you shouldn't be muted, Malek.
Yeah, it was a double mute. Okay. But this is Tariq stamping what the trainee's doing.
Good. I want T.S. Giselle to keep trolling dumb niggas who roll with that narrative, because that amplifies the message and that gets more people on code.
Nobody takes that trainee serious.
How can a trainee get more people on code?
Play the clip.
Is the clip or is that the
Let me go ahead.
Listen,
if y'all can stop being
that the whole clip? Is the clip only 5 seconds? Because that's not enough context. So I'm asking you. So
it's not.
I got 12 seconds.
Listen, Rhea, hold on 1 second. Malek, I'll make this blank. If anybody's gonna play content, you can't play 5 seconds of it and then we gotta determine what that means. That don't even make sense. It has to be real content, because I don't know what that means when he says it.
Hey, but brother, how much you need? He said it amplifies the message.
But I think this is what you did.
You co-host cultivating. She's a better co-host.
He's talking about the TS Grizzly, the tranny. He said he amplifies the message and get people on code. That's clear as day. What else you need?
I don't want to call a man booby, so let me say your whole name, Mark. So Mark, I just want to hear. I just want to hear him identify that. Like, is there seconds before that of him identifying it?
It's in the jumbotron.
Yeah, it's like a whole. Yeah, it's a whole clip.
It's in the jumbotron. You can click it.
Okay, no sweat. I appreciate that.
I mean, he was tranny-splaining. He was tranny-splaining, man.
It's several minutes.
Y'all are slow, and it's like you have to repeat yourself. Just chill out, bro. It's the conversation not going nowhere.
You're not a worker. So I think
sir, no. You're a worker. I'm a business owner, sir. So go on mute. Let's not make this personal. Because you can never, sir.
1 second, Rhea. No person, whatever personal shit, y'all can get y'all a rundown private room and do that shit. Let's just stick to subjects and conversation. That's it.
How can a tranny get black people on code? I'm trying to.
Yeah, I do want to know about that.
I'll explain.
What kind of code is this?
Let me explain.
But how can a tranny amplify? Hold on, let me ask this question.
Okay, you ask the question.
How can a tranny amplify delineation and get black people on code? Fuck all that. That's what he said. I don't need to go further. Just like what my bro said about earlier. After that, we don't need to read further. I don't need to listen further.
I do it every day. Let me tell you how. Because I don't sit in echo chambers, right? I'm all over
nigga, get to it, nigga. How can a tranny amplify?
Calm your slow ass.
Nigga, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I don't need to hear soliloquy.
Nigga, you never been that nigga. Calm your slow ass down.
Get to it, bro.
If everybody can remember, when the two of y'all are having a back.
I want to hear this dumb ass nigga, man.
How did he unmute and I didn't unmute him? When two people are going back and forth, y'all want us to hear y'all too. That's why I keep saying, if y'all want to personally argue with each other, call each other on the phone. But if y'all want us to hear y'all, we got to hear one voice at a time. To over talking, like, and sometimes that's gonna happen, but it can't stay like that.
That's how they do.
Y'all grown ass men, man. Come on, let's get to it. And I want to bring other people up. I see the people that are requesting to speak. I'm going to bring y'all up. I just want these people to speak so that I can bring y'all up.
But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in this man's defense.
Bro, like, can I? You want me to answer the question?
He's a nigga that twerks.
You want me to answer the question
on the internet? He's a nigga that
you got a whole motherfucking Mexican baby mama, nigga. You got a Mexican pussy in your mouth, but want to be fake pro-black on this app.
On the internet.
Indian ass up, ass nigga.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that, Booby. I'm gonna drop you if you interrupt.
Hey, I'm just letting people know who we're talking with and who we're dealing with.
My shit
is a grown man that twerks on the internet.
Damn. Go ahead, Ria.
Yeah, we got to get out our feelings, y'all. All right.
Yeah, it's in the purple pill. Again, thanks for promoting me. But that's all y'all doing. Y'all sit on one side of the app in echo chambers, right? It's people that, oh shit, I want to see what they talk about. This FBA shit, I want to see what they talking about. They pop into space. We have a genuine conversation. They can either agree with it or not. But because y'all one-dimensional, right? Because most of you niggas lack intelligence, right? Lack having a real conversation, you'll never understand that. You got hate in your heart.
Where's your best friend, Sir Major?
You're trying to paint a narrative, see, and you're being personal right now. You can't even keep it on context and keep it on the conversation. We know I can pack your bitch ass up and knock the rest of them teeth out your mouth in real life, nigga. You was a Haitian, you bitch ass Indian. Now you want to be black. You niggas did more damage to the fucking movement with that fake ass hotep shit than the trans could ever do. You bitch ass nigga. You got this fucking
the whole recording.
It's a stage full of trolls on here.
I got the whole recording.
Got no real motherfucking conversation. They dumb as shit. Most of these niggas don't even fucking pass it.
I put the brother down. Let's get y'all shit together. Y'all, I think y'all start talking into the mic.
That nigga in his feelings.
Yeah, y'all just start talking into the mic. Come on, man.
Y'all hurt and interrupting and not sticking to the subject.
Right. And that's what I need. I don't know. Listen, move re-up down. I don't want
so Polly has a recording.
Okay, but I don't want re-up to be moved down. I want re-up.
Hi, Polly.
He gotta get out his feelings.
Yeah, I want re-up.
How y'all doing?
No, you gotta get out your feelings.
Who?
Booby. You got to get out your feelings.
Man, you always swirl. I'm not trying to go there with you.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever.
so,
That's
And
my
you too,
personal life.
Booby.
But when
I don't want
you
You
ask
too,
a
Booby.
question,
hey, my black
Do
wife.
you want to
if
listen to
everybody
the?
can relax.
Do we want to listen to a recording?
Yeah, if the recording is full, that's fine.
Polly has it.
And I don't want Re-Up to be moved down. I want him to stay up because that's Buffalo's ace in the hole, and I don't want Buffalo crying at the end of that. You see how I care? I care. Cat cares.
Yeah, you need to answer to this.
I just want these.
But
I just want them to be masculine, right? And if they ask a question, not come off the mic and be emotional ass hoes.
I agree with that. So who said they had the whole?
How a nigga that twerk on the internet talk about masculinity?
It's in the pill, nigga.
I'm just asking. My fault.
Get like me, you po ass nigga.
My fault.
President. Everybody.
I got the recording.
Okay, so
yeah.
My fault.
So
my
we're
fault.
gonna
My fault.
do one mic on the record.
Right,
That's
Polly.
President that said that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let me hear it.
All right.
The more people try to troll about it, try to lie about it, try to make up false narratives, bogus attacks.
I'm gonna go back a little bit so y'all can get what he said before, so y'all can hear the flow in and what he said after, so it ain't no mix up with the concept.
Right. That's what I want. Right. That'd be fine.
Compartmentalize it, trying to make it a group, and okay, let's attack a leader. And well, Tariq is the leader. Let's attack him, and this shit ain't working. It's not working. There is no leader. That's why the more they try to make bogus attacks on me, the bigger the movement is acknowledged. People are now acknowledging their lineage in massive numbers. And the more people try to troll about it, try to lie about it, try to make up false narratives, do you know that backfires on them? You understand? It backfires on them. Like right now, there's somebody texted me earlier, and I'm at the casino. I'm up here at the damn slot machine, and somebody texts me asking me about T.S. damn Giselle. Do y'all know somebody texts me? Somebody I know, I kind of know. I don't know them that well, but they're like, hey, man, is T.S. Giselle the queen of FBA? I said, man, if you don't stop. Don't listen. That's kind of a new narrative that some of the naysayers of our lineage, people who hate the fact that our lineage is being acknowledged. So you have a lot of naysayers, and they're getting desperate. And T.S. Giselle is out here trolling people. And T.S. Giselle's running around here talking about T.S. Giselle's the queen of FBA and all that shit. I don't even care about that because we don't take that shit seriously. None of us do. And those opponents don't either. Let's be clear. They don't take that shit seriously either, but they're so desperate for an argument, they pretend that it's a thing, which works in our favor. Yeah, or the first lady, I don't know what the hell, but T.S. Giselle is trolling niggas. Good. Keep trolling people. Because if people are dumb enough to try to run with that as a real narrative, you know what that means? That means that they have a lack of substance. They can't counter this thing. If that's what you're trying to grasp for, you ain't got no counter. You ain't got no argument. Good. I want T.S. Giselle to keep trolling dumb niggas who roll with that narrative because that amplifies the message and that gets more people on code. It highlights your lack of substance when somebody's obviously trolling. It highlights the unseriousness of your argument when you try to make that a real argument. And that reinforces the seriousness and the legitimacy of the foundational Black American delineation that's going on. You know? Which makes it more appealing. And that makes more people say, hey, well, you know what? Let me acknowledge my lineage. That makes sense. Yeah? And it.
All right, yeah. I think that
was some babble.
Wow.
That was training.
That was some straight babble.
Nigga, training.
What kind of code is that?
Yeah, hey, bro.
That's the code of the FBAs.
Let me say something, bro, because I'm FBA and it's all good. But look, check it out, man. Y'all gotta knock this off, man. Like that's a trolling thing. This is the internet, bro. Everybody say weird shit. So if you're gonna ask us, I'm FBA, bro.
You
ain't
cool
nobody.
You cool.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you that I don't fuck with T.S. Giselle in no type of way, but I don't care about none of that. She's still part of that. He still part of my lineage, bro. That's still, unfortunately, bro.
What question you asked, bro?
I didn't ask no
That's
question.
your representation right there, right?
No, you can't tell me.
I'm talking to
bro, Brody, you can't.
You trying to
bro,
make that happen.
look,
See, that's the troll, right?
Bro, you gonna respect what I'm saying. You can't.
Dude,
Come on, bro.
Relax. Re-up
You can't.
Re-up asked and said if I asked a question. And the question I asked her said, so you comfortable with a faggot representing women? That's the question I asked.
No, I'm gonna say no. That's not what's going on.
I've never heard.
But I'm listening, Ria.
I've never heard Giselle say that this person was a woman. This person was always identified as a trans woman, not a biological.
I'm gonna repeat
right?
the question.
So
I said,
again,
you're comfortable with a faggot representing women. That's what I didn't say. That she's
no,
I didn't say that he's.
I would not be comfortable with anybody that's not a woman representing women.
So here's the part. Okay, got you. So I got your answer. So now here's where I'm confused at. How do y'all let 3 women compete against this man, and then everybody votes for the man?
Cool, because people like the hard black truth. I got you, Buffalo. I'm sorry, darling. Because people like the hard black truth on this stage now that I don't know how he's sending me emojis. They jump on these stages. I'm telling you, I got you. I'm explaining to you, right? They're in these little offshoots. Like you asked what Pan-African group was. Right. And those, like Tariq said, these offshoot groups that go against the lineage. They put up this poll. They had an award show, a Twitter award show. Shout out to that shameless plug, my IP. But yeah, they had that. They put out that poll. They put the women up. In the nominations, they voted. People, anybody on the app could vote. They voted. They ran with it.
So who created it?
And that's what it was.
Like who created the concept of it? Period. Like was
so
it
if I'm not mistaken,
let me be specific. Like was it like a trans type of person that created it, or was it a straight person that created the competition? That's what I'm asking.
So. The relationship that this trans person has is they get on the stage with Tariq and they have banter, right? And most FBA stages in banter, right? Sometimes it does get disrespectful, but that's just the nature of the app. Right. So fake outrage, we're here with this disrespect the black woman, right? So that's where it went from.
Every year,
I didn't want to. I'm sorry, Buffalo. I'm sorry, Buffalo.
They have like an end of year awards. And so this year when the Pan-Africans did it, they did a bunch of fuck shit. Like myself, I didn't vote in any of that shit because I don't fuck with them. You know, they just don't fuck shit.
I'll go ahead and explain. We held a coon awards and everyone was allowed to vote. And the FBA engaged in it and they were happy and they were haughty about the fact that they selected a T.S. Giselle. We didn't put them up to it and I didn't vote for none of them bitches. But they were haughty. They're sitting there dancing around and holding their own spaces, celebrating and shit.
Y'all do coon. Why don't you go to Africa, bro? You so Pan-African.
You don't have to cry now. Don't cry.
Take your ass to Africa, bro, if you feel that way.
Well, why did you vote for T.S. Giselle? You got to explain that, brother, because that's y'all that put that vote.
Did you vote for T.S. Giselle?
When did Buffalo
Absolutely not. I didn't vote
I think y'all are taking this app too serious and it's time to log off.
I think you took it too serious when you cast that vote and then turned around and
y'all are taking so you taking
that's the crazy thing. Tazaryach, bro, I've been fucking
you digitized your fucking Abby to look like Tariq. You a lame.
You doing this shit for free.
They've been lying about that.
We got a lot of voices going on at one time, man. It's gonna be confusing. All right. I just unmuted, but we just got a lot of voices. That's the only time I'm gonna use the mute, is if we got a lot of voices going. But I just think
the Pan-Africans voted for it.
Yeah, it's just the whole setup is just weird to me. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all, and the reason why I say that is just only from a position of we've always been men have always been effeminized. That's all we've ever been. Like when you think about it, if you go back to Martin Luther King, he had Bayard Rustin that convinced him to be nonviolent. When if anybody do the history, he was not going to be nonviolent. He was not going to be nonviolent with his movement. He was going to be more like the Deacons of Defense type. And it was a homosexual that told him to use Mahatma Gandhi's concept. So when I see something like y'all, this is why I think I've been on it the past couple of days. When I see, and I'm glad Re-Up is in here and why I keep having Re-Up on the stage, because I don't think he hears malice when I speak this. I'm just speaking how I feel. When I, as a black man, that's looking for a movement, even if I didn't join your movement, I would respect it if it was just a bunch of brothers and sisters coming together saying, this is what we want, this is the goal. But the minute you prop up, and when I'm saying you, not you personally, Rhea, but the minute you prop up a homosexual, I see you just following what everybody else follows. Who don't put the homosexual at the forefront to be a part of black people? Everybody does. So now you're not special. It's like you're like the run-of-the-mill group that a year from now is just gonna fade out, like ADOS, like Afro.
We actually had a conversation about that feminism today, and actually about this very
in the space topic, with the right? TS.
Real quick.
I mean,
and the TS led the conversation, didn't she? Or he, excuse me.
Okay, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Just be here.
No,
can we bring her up, please?
Because
she's one of the women that.
How you know what? Oh, I thought you were
that was in the
finished.
competition. Hold on, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can we
I thought
bring
you
Just Be? It's okay. Can we bring Just Be up, Kat, please?
Yeah,
we
who's
need
that?
to talk to her because she was one of the contestants. Yeah.
Hard Black Truth, how you know what FBA was
What's her
doing?
name? One second. I
States?
just want to make sure I bring that person. Are they on the stage already?
Just Be.
Oh, okay. Don't sweat. If she's up, that's fine. She was one of the contestants?
Yes.
So wait, let me give context beforehand, before Just Be even go. That vote came about for that category because Giselle had already made the statement of the FBA First Lady, and then the people that they mad about put these other women there to win the award. You feel me? Like, Giselle had already made the statement, and then niggas was like, nah, we're going to find the real FBA First Lady. They put Just Be. They put a couple of other niggas. So they trying to spin a narrative like it was hate when it wasn't. They was trying to clean that shit up.
Niggas
Just
so
Be was
train
already running
explaining
around
is crazy. Train explaining is crazy.
Prior to the award show, Just Be
Hey,
was
if I
already
could,
running. Not Just Be, Giselle.
One second.
Giselle was.
One second, if I could. I want to hear from the sister Just Bees. Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, you are. Hi. How do I pronounce your name?
Tazaryach, or you can say Yak if you want to, or you can
Yak.
say T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello to 27K Cultivating. Hello to everybody in the space.
How you doing?
Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah. So my name came up a couple times. T.S. Giselle, me and her have him or whatever, have a personal issue. But when it comes to the representation for FBA, they have their own lane. You're just not going to represent a woman. That's my only thing, and that's why I made my diss track. Now, whoever put me into the nominations, I didn't do that. I didn't ask for that.
Okay, so you wasn't a part of that.
I was in the, on the list, but I believe it's a lot of Pan-Africans who are trying to push a narrative.
Went space to space.
Who went ahead and voted.
If everybody could be quiet except the sister and me, thank you.
Yeah, let me talk to Yak. Okay,
yeah,
so
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I think it's.
I love black women, unlike them niggas. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you love us, and we love you back.
Thank you.
But I will not have someone else representing me. They can represent their sector, right? But you won't represent me, and that's the only thing. But TS has her lane when it comes to that. Just make sure you put on the right crown, because it's not going to be a woman. That's it.
Thank you. And so the last question I have, and I'm glad you came into the space, because the reason what aggravated me the most was that a trans man was allowed to beat 3 women for a first lady role.
Those are our dear Pan-African brothers who are trolling and who did that. As you know, our black men are not easily persuaded by stuff like that. Our men know better, and we believe in y'all. But it's weak men who want to put their vote in for a trans. Is weird to me.
Right.
Seeing that
what's weird to me? So, like, when they tell me it's a troll, right? And what's weird to me is the black men that are defending it. That's what's weird to me. And
I mean, as we see, African Bambaataa. I mean, even though he's messing with children,
right.
It's still gays in the community.
I did a rally for that. But when that first happened with Hassan Campbell, before Hassan Campbell became Poppy that y'all know him as, I did a rally in Harlem where I brought him out to speak. We did a lecture, me, Star, from Star Power. We did a whole rally and everything for them cats. To,
yeah, I don't agree with the children thing, but we do have them in the community, and people be, you know, so it is what it is when it comes to that. But I don't want any trans man representing a man. I don't believe in that cis shit. It's pussy gang over here. Yeah.
So to the brothers on the stage that's been ending the tranny, and you hear a woman saying she don't want to be represented like that, what do y'all say to her? Not to me, but what to say to her?
Hey, Just be. Is that what led
you? Man was defending it.
No,
niggas that just transplaining, man.
I'm gonna repeat the question that I just asked. To the men that's been on this stage defending a transgender can be the first lady, how do y'all feel when a woman says she don't want to be represented like
so
that?
if the troll the hard black truth could stop sending me emojis, I could come off mute. I don't even follow you, bro. Stop being a troll. Now to answer the question, I don't disagree with just being any way. I don't think this person is trying to represent FBA, nor am I defending a trans person representing that. I'm defending people to live in their existence. I'm going to respect that long as they respect mine, right? As long as they present black first, join in. Nobody's at the forefront of shit. Right, that's why I say it's no leader. You got a bunch of trolls up here with just lack of understanding, bro. Like they're being intentionally obtuse, right? Intellectually dishonest in this conversation, and all of them have been trolled by Tariq. All of them have been memed up. Booby Mel and the tribe got put down, passed on mute. Y'all got put down. Jake, you got trolled. Jake, you got trolled and ran down twice. That's why you became B1. Mute up and don't. You can respond when I'm done, bro. You can respond when I'm done. The tribe is dead, nigga. Jake, you was part tribe until they disrespected the NOI, nigga. Then you became Then you became B1, nigga. You FBA Death Row. You a faggot, nigga. Bitch ass FBA Death Row. Y'all got on this FBA Death Row.
Hey, like what y'all did was, and why I let it go so long, nobody answered the question. Even Rhea, when you came off mic, you immediately went to some nigga sending you emojis and trolling. And the question that I asked was, y'all done heard a woman say that she does not want a transgender representing her in the FBA. So to the men that have been defending this, what do you say to her? Not what do you say to some nigga sending you some emojis, nothing like that. What do you say to the woman that doesn't want it?
Jack, why are you making a big deal
I don't defend that shit.
Yeah,
I don't know nobody doing that shit.
Why, my thing is, Jack, why are you making a big deal out of this? This is self-proclaimed shit. Nobody accepted this. If that person wants to believe that, let them believe it. I'm going to troll them back. So why make a space about all of this?
Okay,
you believe it? You believe that they're the first lady of FBA?
Hey,
Rhea got something going on with that
question. One second, y'all. We don't need that. So the sister asked me why am I concerned about it. You made a point to mention Bambaataa. So I've been speaking, an avid speaker against homosexuality, child molestation, the effeminization of black men. So when I seen this, I didn't get an answer. So I asked if this was real or a troll. And so I've been given both sides of the spectrum. I've been told this is a troll. And then if I was to bring Adonis up here, Adonis says, no, this is legit. So I'm not getting a straightforward answer. So I'm just confused. Like, I don't have to have a room about it today. This is actually the first space I've ever done on Twitter. I normally do like YouTube and Clubhouse and stuff like that. So I did the space to see if I can get a genuine answer if this is real or not. Because depending on which FBA you speak to, it's real or a troll. And I don't see how women, I guess maybe it's my own psychology needs to wrap this around my own personal brain. Like, how are women and straight men accepting this behavior when they're supposed to be about a serious movement about foundation of black Americans? That's why I'm asking the question.
Because the message needs to get out. I don't care about what people do in their bedroom, but it's a thing, right?
It's not a bedroom statement,
now you're worried about what people do in their bedroom.
No, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
No.
They're still Black American.
The first lady, if the first lady is a woman,
who says that they're the first lady? You believe that? I don't believe that. That's why I make a diss track. I don't believe that shit.
Wait, sis, you misunderstood. I don't think you listened to what I said. I'm not interested in no. If the first lady is a woman, I'm not interested.
You keep saying it though.
I keep saying what?
That they're the first lady. So that means you have some self-belief that
I'm only
is
saying.
true.
What is the subject? Is first lady? You asked me why am I pressed about?
So you put in your crown. You put in your vote. I mean,
why are you asking me that? I don't know nothing about it.
Well, you're making a space about it, and you're concerned about it, and you believe it.
What was the answer that I gave you?
Seems like the stars are aligning.
I'm asking you a question. What is the answer that I gave you? I know when somebody's trying to troll me, which it sounds like that's what you're doing. So I'm asking you, what is the answer that I gave you? Let's see if you know what listening as an art is. What is the answer that I gave you? I'm asking you.
In regards to believing that that's...
In regards to you asking me, why did I make a space about it? What was the answer that I gave you? Very simple.
That is concerning to you, that a first lady was chosen and that people support it, and which is not true.
Well, you can't say that it's not true because I didn't just say that. What else did I say and why I made the room? I'm asking you.
I'm sorry, can you repeat it, sir?
I had Coles had to drop down and come back.
Like it.
Cultivate.
Got you. It don't even sound like you listening, because I said when I asked if they would have if everybody would have said it was a troll, I wouldn't have gave a fuck about it. That's y'all shit. I'm not FBA. That's y'all shit. But you have people that say it's real. No, this is real. Tariq said it's real. This is real. Then you have people say, no, it's not real. It's a troll. So I couldn't understand it psychologically how straight men and women would vote, not only vote for, but let a gay man represent them. I never mentioned anything about a bedroom on either side.
You do know that these polls are anonymous, so anybody can vote for them to sway and push a narrative. You understand that, right? Yeah.
No.
You're a smart man.
No, I don't, because I'm not on Twitter.
You don't believe that?
That's why I like when I had a conversation with, I don't want to say that. That's why when I can have conversations with people that see that I'm just asking questions. I'm not trolling. There's not a troll room. Now I know people in here trolling, but I'm not trolling. That's not what I do. And
I'm not trolling either, but I would like.
You are.
No, because we're on an app.
Am I resting in my crown and all that stuff? All of that is trolling shit. All of that is troll. All of that is trolling.
You as a black man understand when there's a troll in front of you. You know, women have a superpower.
I've never seen in my life. I've never seen in my life.
See things that they don't see.
No problem. In my lifetime of different movements, in my lifetime of seeing different movements, I've never seen anyone of the opposite sex be put on the front line by said movement as a troll. I've never seen it. I've only seen it.
There's also many people.
I've only seen it in a serious sense.
Brother,
I use as an example. I use Black Lives Matter. That's not a troll. That's serious. They said they're about the woman, the child, and the parent. So when I see this movement and I see that it's uneasy about what they're supporting, to me, y'all are just like them. That's why I made the space, because people.
There's a lot of people on here too that have more than one page,
and they are attached to the delineation movement. And that's the problem. She keeps talking about the people that's defending. The people that's defending. The people that's
1 second. When I say I'm FBA, I think that's hazardous. When I say
the people that
just go with Black America. I don't know why that dude chose to unmute. When I said I'm FBA earlier, the reason why I said I'm not FBA now is I'm FBA in the sense that I am what y'all would call a foundational Black American. It's like me calling all y'all Israelites. To me, every black person is an Israelite, but y'all wouldn't say that. So when I say
exactly,
I'm not FBA,
brother. You're right with that. And you're right
so I'm
with
speaking as far as the movement
Yes.
FBA goes.
And you're right, but remember when Polite attacked you and said your phenotype and you're a mongrel? Remember when he was saying all that weird ass shit? Bro, I stood by you, bro, and I participated in you and I donated to you and all that, bro. I'm just saying, you feel what I'm saying, bro? So like people gonna say what they gonna say, bro. If you talking to the people and we saying it's 43 plus million of us. Bro, so anybody...
Bro, 43 million is not FBA. These niggas are delusional.
Bro,
these are the people that self-identify. These are people that self-identify as FBA and follow Tariq. These are people that self-identify as FBA and follow Tariq. I mean, because these niggas in here trying to flip a narrative, bro. These are people that self-identify as FBA and follow Tariq.
And
that's what's going on.
Like 1,000 of them.
Bro, you get so emotional. You gotta calm down.
No, nigga, you getting emotional up here crying, talking about I follow.
And let Hazardous get his thought out, please.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. My bad, brother. But yeah, we can't be emotional about this. We just saying we denoting ourselves, bro. To say that this is what we gonna call ourselves. You don't gotta call yourself Booby. He doesn't. He say he native and all that. That's cool. I feel I'm native too, bro. So I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna knock him.
I'm a Black American, bro.
Yeah, okay. And you Black American, that's cool. I just put an F in front of it. So I say foundational. It's all good,
okay,
bro.
It's a group of Black Americans that self-identify as that.
Brother,
that's what's going on.
Same thing.
Brother,
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Brother,
it's not.
Brother, please let me just say what I'm gonna say. I promise I'm gonna say
that. 43 million. It's not 40. No, 43 million do not identify as FBA.
Bro, I don't identify.
Hey, can y'all just let Hazardous, if you could just take 20 more seconds, just let the brother get out what he's saying. That's all.
This is what I don't understand.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Jake,
hold on.
Jake, you can go. Jake, you can go after Hazardous. Just give him the 20 seconds of space. All right. Go ahead, brother. Hazardous, you got it. And then Jake, you can go after that. Hazardous, you there? Is it me?
It's
like a triple mute. Yeah. Hold on. Yes, Jake, that's my brother too. But all y'all my family though, so I don't even take it no way, man. I'm just saying, man. Like I know when Tazaryach came out a long time ago, man. We talking about a long ass time ago. People did the same shit when he was saying we Israelites and shit, and I didn't understand. I'm like, but my grandma said that shit, so I understand where he coming from. So I feel like I'm an Israelite. I'm FBA. I'm Black American. I'm Native. I'm all that shit. That's what I feel. So like I'm not knocking nobody. I'm saying like let's not argue with each other about that shit. That's like we get into semantics and shit about what words mean and all that shit. That's not even important. I'm saying ain't nobody on this stage that I heard thus far saying that T.S. Giselle is the first lady. That's a troll thing. And unfortunately we live in we got people I almost said somebody's name. But we got people, look, I'm from Long Beach, bro. I used to gangbang and shit. I don't do that shit no more, man. That shit out. I love my family. I love my people, man. I'm just saying I found a better cause of my people. So I represent FBA. I don't do it like I'm gangbanging, but I got that narrative. So if somebody harm my people, man, I'm going to step up and I'm supposed to stand there and do something. I ain't supposed to drive by and watch the police fuck my people up and don't do shit. I'm supposed to get out the car and film it, or if they been too egregious, I'm supposed to step up. That's what I'm supposed to. Now, Tazaryach, I believe that's what that brother stand on. You know, I revere you, bro. You a solid brother, bro. I ain't never seen you waver on no shit. Like I always seen you being a stand up individual, bro. Y'all not cowards, bro. And you stand on not being cowards. I'm just saying we the same. It's the same group, bro. You can call yourself an Israelite. You still. To us, you still FBA. And to you, we still Israelite. You know what I mean? It's the same shit, bro. I'm just saying we gotta stop being like all this back and forth with each other, bro. Booby, I don't mean you no harm, bro. I love you too. You feel me? Like I got problems in my own family. That's my family. I'm telling you, we online, bro. I'm not trying to argue with you like that, bro. That's not even important to me, man. I had gang wars, bro. I don't give a fuck about arguing, bickering with you online, bro. We cool. You family, bro. I'm just saying I
got you, Hazardous. If you can wrap it up, Hazardous. I just want to give space to other people. That's all. I ain't mute you though.
Cap, look at your text.
Okay.
It's on me.
Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, so this is the history, right? When I've been on for 4 years, and the history is when I first got on, I got on, for Tariq. Matter of fact, because he said he was going to be on the Spaces and stuff like that, and I was watching him on YouTube, and I liked the things that he was saying, far as ethnic pride. That you know what I mean? So I followed him. Now, once I got on, I came across Secure the Tribe. Mel, Booby, Sonny, you know what I mean? Mark from the Soil, all them niggas.
The real niggas.
We hit it off. You know what I mean? We was the only ones that was vetting, that was doing our lineage. And in FBA spaces, right? What they was doing, they wasn't standing on Black American business like that. It was a bunch of troll spaces and gossiping and bullshit going on in FBA spaces. They wasn't moving the ball forward. They wasn't doing pull-ups for reparations. They wasn't going to reparation task force. They wasn't doing the OMB, getting signatures for us to be delineated from everybody else. They wasn't doing these things, but they tied themselves to the people that was doing to boost who they are. And who they are is just the online lineage. It's online. That's something that you chose to. We moving off with paperwork. Do you know in 2022 these people went to the OMB, tried to enforce a self-identifying lineage, and 18,000 people black wanting to be identified as Black Americans, and they still pushing this narrative? It's fucked up. You going against the masses. The masses ain't on that FBA shit. The masses is on being Black American. But y'all still want to push that shit in spite the air was going on, and they trying to make it look like a hate group. You better be backed by some paperwork. When I say I'm Black, it's on my birth certificate. When I'm saying I'm put that American behind it, I could prove that.
Jake, if FBA looks like a hate group, it's because of some of the reckless shit you said, nigga. If FBA looks like a hate group, it's because of some of the reckless shit you said. What we doing, man?
I'm going.
Man, shut your old ass up, nigga. You 28 and look forward. Shut the fuck up. This why we bad.
Hey, we don't need the personal attacks, man. Whatever beef y'all got, let's just try to have.
Bro, we cook because niggas like them.
No.
We cook as a community because niggas like y'all, bro.
Man, 1 second, man. We just need an intellectual disagreement. We don't need all of that. Thank you.
So in landing my plane, so these people went to the OMB and fucked up the OMB to where we couldn't even solidify ourselves from African American to be called Black American, and 18,000 of our people stood on being Black American, and they took all these identifiers that these people came with, FBA, Freeman, Adolf, and all these identifiers didn't equal up to what the masses wanted it to be, which was Black American. And these motherfuckers until this day is going against the grain. And that's a problem.
And so everybody can understand, the rooms are popcorn style. So brothers and sisters, it's not about you having a 3-minute diatribe. I think everybody should be allotted a minimum.
No, I'm done. But
I'm just saying this in general, not just you.
What he's saying.
I'm just saying this in general. You got it, sis.
That's not really right
you got
information.
It, sis. You got it.
Jake is talking about the OMB, and the work that we were doing at the OMB was to get disaggregated data. And so in the Black or African American racial classification, we were asking the OMB to give us a name, the Caribbeans a name or a box, and the Africans a box, so that we are not suffering from this flat blackness no more, right? And people took that, a lot of people took that and turned it into what name should we call ourselves, right? So when you hear Jake say that whatever thousands chose Black American or whatever, that really was not the goal of the work that we were doing at the OMB. Like, there's been a lot of...
That was the goal.
It was not. Go read the paper. Go read it. Go read it.
Hey, can I hear her finish saying what she's saying? Thank you.
So, and none of that has to do with the title that you're talking about, right? And so, it's for some reason lately, you know, Jake has been getting, I don't know what the emotion is, but I want to say that he has been supporting us being called, or this government recognizing us as Black American, and that these other identifiers are in competition with that. And so really, like I told you the other day, FBA, like on this app, all it does is it's a term, and people can choose whatever term they have an affinity to. It's not a competition, really, but we are on this app using terms that delineate us from Africans and Caribbeans. I don't know why you're even bringing up the OMB, because the question is, do FBA people really support a trans woman?
It's still going on right now until.
But it has nothing to do with this
Jake, read the
conversation.
fucking title.
Let her finish,
Use
man.
your
It has
brain,
nothing to
dude.
do with this conversation,
Man, shut
right?
the fuck up, bitch ass niggas.
All
Shut
right,
the
this is
Jake, let the brother
Make it
finish,
about
man. Jake,
elevating Black American over
Buffalo is a troll. To the host, Buffalo is a troll. She running interference, causing confusion.
I don't
Like, I
care,
just let you
man.
know.
Listen,
But I'm just
Buffalo,
saying, she trying to paint a narrative like she's
that's
innocent.
fine.
She's a troll.
Then what y'all should be able to do is intellectually counter what she's saying.
Thank
She can
you.
do
Niggas been
whatever
doing
she
that all
wants.
night. She up here
Listen, she
have
ain't
it.
said nothing disrespectful to nobody on this stage.
right.
She just
Exactly.
disagree.
And see how they do.
So
They came
Buffalo,
up here. This person.
real quick, when
Hold
you're
on.
done, sweetheart, let Trinity go. Go ahead.
All right, they came up over here. They got up on the stage with all this protect Black women and all this shit. And, you know, these niggas have disrespected me. I'm a nigga on the app that's been disrespected probably the most,
You
right?
can say
And I ain't
being
asking
disrespected
nobody.
right now.
Thank you. That's the point I'm saying. So they are hypocrites, and this is fake outrage. This is not serious. And the point that you have to understand again is that these Pan-Africans created this poll. A lot of people on this app have more than one page. They went in and probably, I don't know what they did. I know that I boycotted the poll because the way they shaped the questions, the way that they set it up, it really was to troll FBA, because for whatever reason, they support this flat blackness. They do not want us to receive any benefits from this government. Sadly, I don't even think it's that. I just think that the trolling and the way like these spaces go where they start arguing and calling each other names and stuff has really gotten to people. And so they can't just stick to what we really should be doing. And I don't know. It's just a lot of bullshit. That poll is bullshit.
You know what I'm learning, sis? You know what I'm learning is that both sides is bullshit.
Absolutely.
That's what
Absolutely.
I'm learning. What I'm learning is
there's
that
a lot of bad
those
We
things.
ain't promoting the tranny. We not enabling the tranny.
You might not
Who is
be.
we?
Sir,
You are
you said it
We
well.
ain't enabling the
Who
tranny.
is we?
Trinity,
You don't
hold on.
speak for
Girl,
Black
you are a
Americans.
freedman. You are
All
an
right,
emancipated
okay, but we
African. I'm not
go
talking
again.
about you.
Okay.
You up here acting like you FBA. You are an emancipated African.
Oh
Why are
my
you
God.
talking to
See
me?
that?
You are a
Can,
freedman.
can Trinity go?
Stop it.
Go ahead.
And a swirl at that.
brother.
You are a fucking
Hey,
There
swirl.
brother, can we
goes.
let
There
Trinity
goes.
go? Like we don't
Thank
need to
you.
attack the. Can we let she if she was
My
wild
friend,
and not
she know what she's doing. She know what she's doing.
Hey,
That's why.
Mark.
Well,
If she
I'm
was
exposing you
I got you,
for
sis.
being a disrespectful ass
Sis, I
nigga
got you.
that don't have that
Sis,
came up here trying to talk about respecting
I
women.
got you, sis.
That's bullshit.
I got you. If she was being obnoxious, I would get it, but she not. So you either gonna counter her intelligently or
Nah, she playing the great. Hey,
brother,
she
be
making
quiet.
it.
Brother, be quiet, please. Can we get to Trinity? Thank you.
Yeah, but Buffalo's
Ha-ha,
behaving.
nigga.
Cultivating you actually
But
Trinity.
Buffalo,
Ha-ha, booby.
hold on, Buffalo. You are
Can you hear me,
really,
Cap?
really good though.
Who's that
Today,
said
I'm
that?
telling you, you've been very good.
It's
That's all I
Trinity.
Can
gotta
we
say.
have a conversation?
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
okay,
Can we have a
Hey,
conversation?
one second. One mic on. I think Trinity wanted to speak.
Shalom, brother. How you
Hey,
doing?
shalom. I'm good to go. What's going on now?
Blessings to you, brother.
All right, likewise.
I just came to touch on the topic very quickly. I heard a lot of slander going on.
Have you ever been trolled by Tariq, my brother?
I've done my fair trolling. He's done his fair. So
okay,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I've heard I've heard
Boy,
a
y'all
lot of
be in
slander.
full defense mode. I noticed that, man.
Yeah, they're. I get them really.
Have you ever been trolled by Tariq?
I've done a lot of that.
Like, that is crazy to me.
No, I just I like to give a little context to it.
He said that.
Can I say this?
Can the brother just go? I was like, can the brother just speak?
Yeah. I have a thing on this app. Once I start speaking, everybody wants to speak. I don't know. It's I don't know. Anyway, brother. Yeah, I just wanted to speak very quickly on the topic. I found it interesting. We have a big stigma against us because people follow radical ideologies just like us, and they make a lot of nefarious things up in their head. We did, have a little fun making the polls. Shout out to Papa Shy, he made it. But I don't think people are very honest about this situation. Like, people thinking that you would create nefarious accounts to boost numbers. No.
That's not what I said. I didn't say you created it to boost it. Y'all already got several. How many accounts you got?
Buffalo, Buffalo, I made sure you could speak. Let the brother speak.
All right, but ask him how many.
No, I don't want to outright, but ask him. I didn't tell nobody else to ask you nothing. Let him go.
I thought women supposed to rest in their femininity.
That's what I thought. I thought that too.
This is why they got this thing running.
They got you good.
Listen, so the thing about it is, brother, with this quote unquote Pan-African side, it's barely 50 of us, maybe 55 on a good day. That poll had over 300 votes. Even if someone made fake accounts, there were 300 votes, which means
the tribe helped y'all.
It was more. Oh my Lord!
And the
may God bless you, brother. May God bless you, brother. Anyway. Also,
and the Negroes.
There were a lot of FBA, and there were a lot of
FBA members. Brother.
Your voice box going out.
No, can you hear me?
You're in the Matrix.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
That's the ancestors.
Yeah, the Matrix. Can y'all hear me? Yes. So
microphone check. Can y'all hear me?
I really want to talk.
No, we can.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, mic check.
Hey, I did to mute everybody. Just because he went in the Matrix, we'll see if he can figure out that's not for somebody else to talk. Go ahead, Trinity, you got it.
Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, just to finish this off, because there's not a lot to talk about. People are just a lot of them are triggered because this is the true representation of what has transpired in their movement, which has bastardized something that's supposed to be pure, which is reparations, right? Tariq is a famous troll, like Riyab said. He's trolled a lot of people, but the truth of the matter is he met his match, and the reason why this whole conversation with T.S. Giselle came about, because Charleston White trolled his living ass, and he got a phone call because he went viral for a clip about somebody saying that they're the first woman, and people that have no idea what FBA was like, how is a trans woman saying I am the first?
That's how I found out about
exactly. Because you are an innocent bystander, and you got that information without any context of being in the spaces. So that's why the conversation is amplified, because Charleston White, who has a probably bigger platform with the outreach of certain social media outlets, made something very visible, which is something you are seeing also in a lot of people around Twitter that don't even know about our algorithm, that are not even in our algorithm, are laughing at this situation. And now a lot of people are trying to save face, but it's little they can do because he got out trolled. But that's all this is. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate I'm going to give you a follow. That's your name, Trinity, right?
Trinity, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Follow, yeah.
Wartime, Cap. Wartime need to go.
Cool, appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to the host and to the co-host.
Is Trinity still on the stage? Before you go, brother.
Yeah.
Before you go, what? I don't see
He
Trinity.
he is.
The Duke of Pan-Africanism.
Okay, so I want to point out a few things for us to actually pay attention to. Like he said, they created this poll as a troll. They are in opposition to Tariq and to whatever FBA they believe it stands for. Therefore, it was not created by actual FBA people. There's other groups on
See, now that's information I wish I would have spoke to you. That's all I've been asking.
Right. Well, that's why I'm here. So I'm here to teach.
Appreciate it.
I'm saying there are other groups on the app that are also other groups in opposition. You know, different secure the tribes who don't believe they come from the belly of slave ships. They think they're Indians. You know what I'm saying? Some may call themselves black, but
we're black Americans. Don't lie on the tribe, nigga. We black Americans.
Sir, do you descend from?
Well, they might be black Americans, but you
let's not divert. Let's give him the same. Let's give him the same space we gave Trinity. Let the brother speak.
Right. The reason why they're called secure the tribe, because they believe they're a part of American tribes. They don't believe that they are descended of African slaves like foundational black Americans do. So these groups voted in that poll that opposition enemies created, you know what I'm saying, in a troll against FBA. Other groups, not just the Pan-Africans and not just people who don't even believe. Now, some people are fans of T.S. Giselle. She calls herself a troll. She laughs, she jokes, and she has her fun with it. That's why her and the other troll, Tariq Nasheed, can joke and laugh on stage and have fans. Some fans will vote for T.S. Giselle because, hey, that's my T.S. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to, host, on the recording you played, Tariq
I didn't play that recording. Somebody else played that.
Yeah, okay, yes. Well, if you listen, like, because they played it in other spaces, they were laughing at you because you said that you text Tariq.
Right.
So Tariq said, someone text me. Can you believe someone text me asking, is T.S. Giselle the queen of FBA while I'm in the casino?
I just learned that today.
Right. So you know how he reacted to you.
Right.
Then he proceeds to say, anyone falling for T.S. Giselle's troll, if they're that dumb, his words, not mine,
right,
dumb, then keep trolling T.S. His words. The guy that you all say created the social moniker of FBA, which he did, you know what I'm saying, is saying, if these people are that stupid, his word, then they deserve to be trolled.
Right. I get
so
that.
T.S. Giselle finding this unreal place called Twitter that you people think is life, is laughing at you, making spaces all night, joking and playing you guys back in the recordings, saying these grown-ass men are literally taking this troll to where they actually called Tariq in real life, who is on this app for a few hours on a night and then goes back to real life, not living in Twitter, laughing at you.
You know what I learned? You know what I learned from that?
Ahead. Yes.
You know, wait 1 second. You know what I learned from that after hearing that audio is that sometimes you can't give respect to brothers. Because I wasn't looking at it as a troll or nothing. I was contacting him as an actual brother that just wanted to know. Even in this conversation, I'm not trolling him, but to know that he would use that to make fun of me. I mean, you got to deal with it and shit like that, but he won't get my respect again. That's all. And you can, anybody can take that as a sound. Let me just finish. And anybody can take that. Let me just finish. And anybody could take that as a sound bite and send it to him. Because earlier in his room, I said the reason why I contacted him is because I didn't want to say anything unintelligently, so I was going to him as a brother, and then he used it as a gesture. And I'm fine with it. It don't bother me at all. I just won't give him the same respect going forward. That's all.
Sir, I have some more information. Briefly, can I be brief?
Wait,
no, there's a lot more time.
Almost done.
I gotta say something real quick.
So I'm almost done. I'm about to land, and y'all can say what you're going to say. And I understand what you're saying, Tazaryach. However, if you saw his snarky reaction was the fact that this is Twitter, okay? It's not real, sir. You know what I'm saying? The movement
but for somebody from the outside looking in, I wouldn't know. Like somebody like me comes into Twitter. That's like if somebody comes on YouTube and sees something about me. Like if you search my name on YouTube, I'm all over it, right? So somebody sees something on YouTube about me or about my organization, ICBK, and somebody asks me a question about it, I'm not gonna make fun of them, ask a question about it. if they come at me just wanting to know, I'm gonna just answer the question.
Well, I think you should take that up with Tariq on how he.
I'm not. No. It don't bother me. It just teaches me. It just teaches me that the level of respect that I give to others.
But what I'm trying to highlight to you, wartime
is blind.
I want you to get.
Wartime. Wartime is blind.
Y'all niggas is crazy.
Dumb people need to shut up, sir.
No, you already spoke. You need to mute your mic. You need to mute your mic because you told enough lies.
Hey, Cap, listen.
You told enough lies. You need to mute your mic.
Hey, Tazaryach. Wartime is homosexual.
Fix your mic down.
Hey, Cap, wait, Cap, I got two.
I can't get with all the voices talking at the same time, man. So I'm gonna let Wartime wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Wartime wrap it up. Wartime take 20 seconds, and then we get back to popcorn style. So it's on Wartime.
Okay, thank you. So the point of the matter is that Black Americans and delineation and what we're fighting for is a movement. The Twitter banter is Twitter banter, and you guys are very dumb and stupid to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hate gay people, you hate gay people. It ain't got shit to do with this. And everyone's going to keep laughing at you. I land.
Hey, Cap, I know there's two things about this space. The first thing I'm going to say is this. Remember about a half hour ago where I said that the goal was to not make this about how disrespectful and misrepresentative of the movement Brother Bernard is. And
I think enough Black people said they don't support it.
Tommy had the mic.
Answered the
Tommy,
question.
Don Julio had the mic.
But he said it's popcorn and we can slide in.
Stay on your mic.
I have some important information and some context to give, please. Can I give some context, please? So
he said it was popcorn and we could slide in. I slid in and I slid out.
I don't know if
Can
I
I
would
be
use
brief,
that terminology, Rhea. Slide in.
I don't like
Sir,
the
I have some brief, important context
No
that I
Diddy
would like
behind
to share,
that.
please.
No Diddy behind
I
that.
don't think I was
I would like to share some information, please, briefly.
Things of that nature. I know what you're into. Respectfully,
Man, chill out with all that. Well, that's y'all lifestyle. No, it's you niggas the only bro. Calm down, bro. I know you niggas done.
Hey man, y'all gotta relax a little bit, man. Let's just get. I did say popcorn style, so when Re-Up interrupted you, that was cool. So because it's popcorn style, the only thing I said was give a brother or sister 20 seconds in, and then if you find a point to say something, you can. That's it. That's all I ask. Oh shit, hold on.
Can I get 20 seconds then to be brief?
No. Let Don finish. Let Don get his 20 seconds, and then if anybody want to chime in, you can chime in.
Yeah, and another thing I want to say is this too. If you notice about this space, with the exception of Buffalo, every single person that has come up here and ran cover for Brother Bernard is either gay, like in the case of the dude who just got done speaking, questionable, like Re-Ups, or they're a supporter. Or they're supporters.
Notice I'm only questionable by some dusty broke niggas. I'm not worried about you. I take it back. The real life niggas is the numbers. Y'all grown ass gossiping ass men with no motion on the app. Worry about this shit. Notice that on the stage. It's only y'all. No motion. You're dusty. You're broke. You ain't got shit going on, bro. You the niggas that's worried about that gay shit. It's something wrong with y'all. That's a you problem, nigga.
This nigga's 6 foot.
Niggas sit around
that shit makes sense. Every stage this shit been on, you niggas been hopping on the stage crying about this. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? You niggas was spitting around the gay nigga. You niggas been over there disrespect the black women. Make this shit make sense, man. It's fake outrage, man. So again, you niggas is Indian. Why y'all in black folk business? Again, you niggas is Indian. Why you in black folk business?
All right, let's go ahead and reset again. I think. Let me see who ain't spoke yet.
Can I be brief, please? I would just like to, briefly. Paid. So everyone's saying everything's a troll.
I don't know. I think somebody did try it again. It might have been.
No, it was on me. It was on me.
No, hold on, dude. Go ahead, Adonis.
So FBA accepts everyone. We accept Giselle. We love Giselle. We love our gay people so much that we sent a gay FBA man named Marcel Dixon. We gave him money and we rallied behind him and allowed him to be our representative and run for office. We love homosexuals and we love trans people. We love everyone because
Marcel wasn't saying he was a woman though. He didn't say he was the queen of.
That didn't stop y'all from calling him a faggot though.
So
who called him a faggot? I never called him a faggot.
To the host, you should know, FBA, we accept everyone. Trans, gay, we love Giselle. Giselle's first lady, cool. That's her name. Other bitches want to steal it. Fine, you can try to steal it. She made it up from scratch. Now bitches are mad. And I don't mean that offensive. I mean that everyone you don't like is gay. Fine. You just make shit up about people.
Now we know you're gay.
That's not true. So I want to say Marcel Dixon, if you look him up, he represented FBA and our agenda and
get
the
this
code,
tranny FBA
and he did it. And he did it well. So as long as you're black first and you have a code, whether you're Giselle and you're trans or you're gay and you're Marcel, we will support you as long as you are fighting for black Americans, for foundational black Americans. If you're gay or you're trans, we will support you. If you're a gay man.
All right, I got it. I think we get it, Adonis. We appreciate that. We appreciate it.
Shout out to FBA, goddammit.
We get it.
At least it ain't the tribe. What happened to the tribe?
Hey, I'm probably just so y'all know, I'm probably gonna wind down the room, but I do want to give voices we haven't heard to speak.
Cade has not spoken.
Cade, okay, yeah, good. Cade.
That boy Adonis is big gay.
Oh shit.
Tazaryach.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, this pay, man. Hey, I tried to tell you when you was in 27K space, like what started all this. But I'm not trying to get into the muck of the situation. I choose to stay above it, right?
Right.
So just to speak your language, Ham has conspired with Esau, and Ham is the progenitor of all this confusion. That's why it's real important for us to distance ourselves from Ham. And Ham is putting up a fight because he doesn't want that. So that's the nuts and bolts. And that's the reality of the situation.
Don't say the N-word with re-ups in the space. He might get excited.
He left.
All right.
Ham and Ham sympathizers.
Yeah, it's like I said. Everybody that came up here and defended Brother Bernard is either gay, questionable, or they support LGBT.
Okay, so here's what I'm gathering, right? They don't look at it like, okay, except for her. It's almost like they trying to say it like they're not defending. It's almost like because it's a troll, they just don't give a fuck about it. That's what the argument that they pushing. I'm not saying whether I believe it or not, but that's almost what I'm hearing from Tariq saying, why the fuck did I text him and shit like that? Why did I bother interrupt his day? From the cats in here saying it's just a troll. That's the trope that they're using. Only thing I wish I could do is just go back in time before Charleston White made it aware that see what they were saying about it then. But because I can't do that. So that's almost what it sounds like they're saying.
Hey, and Cap, let's look at it like this too. If they're going to reduce it to trolling, let's look at it like this. So basically what they're saying is that Brother Bernard is providing them with advertisement. Now, if they were paying him to do this, I'm not going to say that would make it better, but then I could kind of understand why you would put it under the category of trolling. But let's just be real. Brother Bernard took it upon himself to go out here disrespecting black women, which they won't address. And if you're going to allow a tranny to run rampant in your movement, but you want to now let's be very, very clear about this too. Tariq has a history of attacking black women, doxing black women. Okay, we'll be in this space all night if we talked about the amount of black women just in the last 2 or 3 years that he's gotten into it with. So what a lot of these FBA don't understand is that even though he's reducing it to trolling, he agrees with this. And that's the seriousness of this. And by the way, since we got this sister Anti on stage, remember earlier in this space when she said that we're trying to protect her from people that she doesn't need protection from. Now, a lot of black women make this very, very same mistake when they dealing with these punks. Y'all be all cis with them. Y'all be all getting y'all hair done. Then when the punk get mad and the nigga in him comes out, you start whooping people ass. The same dudes that y'all said that y'all didn't need protection from, those the first dudes that y'all run to. And I dare say it's going to be the same thing in this movement. Just B literally made a diss song against Brother Bernard. Then she gets on stage trolling you, Cap, and making it seem as though it's not as bad as what it is. Well, if it wasn't so bad, why did you take time out of your life to go record a damn diss song? So it's the double talk for me.
Yeah,
so shout out to
this song
But it's
crazy.
not double talk.
Recording a diss song to a troll is crazy.
But here's the thing, it's not even about talk. It's the way that it's only when it has to do with somebody in the LGBTQIA plus community that everybody wants to go to, oh, let's defend Black women. I don't.
That's not true.
That's what I've seen. That's what I've experienced.
Daniel
That's another
is a
argument.
whole white man.
That is not true at all.
That's my truth. It cannot be yours, but it's mine.
Yeah, it's not true.
But it's mine.
Wait a minute.
It's not
Maybe
true.
that's the area.
It's my truth.
No, exactly. That's what you're defending because Daniel Holtzclaw, for example, is a whole white Asian man. That same police officer that got arrested for raping like 13 or 14 black women. We rose up against him. So it's not, and that's what I said earlier in this space. This space was intentionally derailed by people like Anti to put the
derailed. Okay, it has been told by a plethora of people that it's fake, that it's trolling, that it's all of that. There's even people in here who say they are not FBA at all, yet there is a whole space talking about FBA and a joke. Like literally, there are literally 254 people in this space to talk about a joke, to talk about a troll. A literal multiple people in the FBA have come up here and said.
And what do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Disturbing.
Like when you say that there's 200 people to talk about a joke, you're saying that to say what? I'm not challenging. I'm just trying to understand it.
My point is, I feel that this entire situation, this entire space, I think has been taken way too seriously. I think based off of what has been already said, and I agree with Rhea, this to me is honestly to God false outrage. I don't think I think y'all are mad or some, not mad. I'll say some people in here have issues, not based off of the fact that Giselle said that she is the first lady, but because of who Giselle is. Because I promise you, if anybody else would have said this, y'all wouldn't care. But it's because
when you
of who
say
Giselle
anybody,
is.
when you say anybody else that's straight or anybody else that's an alternative lifestyle?
Anybody that is straight. If a gay man were to sit there and say, I am the first man of FBA, there'd be a space just like this. He's a man, but it's because he's gay.
Wait, slow down. I just want to walk with you. So let's say if the first lady of the FBA as a troll was a woman, do you think that there would be a space about it?
You can't make this up.
I'm asking. No, this is a real question. Because
I'm only acknowledging you, host, to be honest with you. I'm only acknowledging
I'm asking you. I'm asking.
You too, Don.
Wait, if everybody could just be quiet. I just want to ask the sister the question, please. If everybody could just stay muted for me.
Don, I'm acknowledging you too.
Sis, I'm asking you a question. If it was a woman that was the first lady of FBA, would we be having these spaces about it?
That depends.
On what?
Is she a straight woman to y'all? Because y'all probably would have it if she was a lesbian. I'm going to be honest with you. That's how I feel.
Okay, so wait. Everybody relax. Everybody got to get out their feelings, man. Let me and her have the conversation.
Y'all can say what y'all want.
So let's say, no problem. So let's say if it was a lesbian, there probably would be brushback. I agree with you. And so the reason why I'm saying that is, do you think it's an issue? So now that you said if it was a lesbian, it would probably be an issue. And I agree with you. Do you think that the issue could be that when black people think of foundational black Americans, they think of a man and a woman and children. And when they see the opposite of that, let's say if the first man was a gay man and the first woman was whatever, do you think that the real issue is that we look at traditional families one way and the FBA is changing it? And that's why they have the room? Still a troll. But wouldn't that make more sense than just saying we're doing it because they're gay?
Here's the thing. If I was to sit there and say, you know what, with FBA, it is what it is with the movement and how it is. If there was a gay man saying that they were the president of the FBA, I'm not going to look at the fact that he is a gay man representing the FBA. I'm going to look at the FBA as a whole. What is the FBA, standing for?
But you do that now with the man being a woman, so you can't use your personal. Remember, you're saying us. So what I'm trying to get you to see is the issue ain't a gay person being a part of y'all movement. Y'all can have a gay person do whatever. Ain't nobody talk about Adonis. Nobody give a fuck about Adonis. What made it a conversation was when you said this man is the first lady. And whenever anybody when Michelle was the first lady, imagine that first lady being a transgender. People have an issue because of the tradition, not because of the person being transgender. Because nobody cares about Adonis being gay and being FBA. I'm not aware.
No, y'all don't care about anybody.
You say y'all, no, you can't.
They're not
say
y'all.
that because
For the people who don't have a problem with the LGBTQ being in FBA, they don't care that they're in there. The problem is they care that they can be a potential leader, and that is the issue. Why does anybody care that someone's preference makes them a leader?
I don't want you to change. But see, what you're doing is changing from my original position. My original position is that from the first lady, first man concept. When we think of that, we think of a man, woman, and children. So
I think of a leader. That's what I think of. That's what comes to my mind before anything.
I get what you see. How you keep making it. Remember, so
man, get out of my face. I'm talking to the host.
No sweat. One more time. I'm gonna try to. Every time I ask you this and bring you my reality, you start talking about yourself. But remember, you're saying why we do it. So I'm trying to give you my lens. My lens is of man, woman, and child. And so when I think about our time in history, even in white supremacy, what did they do? Break up the home. They separated the man and the woman from the children. And so now when I see FBA and I see y'all got a first lady as a troll, y'all got a first lady as a man, that's doing the same thing. That's the lens. If y'all had gay people in your shit, lesbians in your shit, do your thing. But once you say the first man, that y'all following the same thing as white supremacy. Y'all following the same thing as Martin. Y'all following the same thing as Tyler Perry, because y'all are allowing I remember Farrakhan made this, I'll give you a subject. Farrakhan made this statement that said that Medea represented the most quintessential person in our sojourn in America, the black woman. That's what Farrakhan said about Medea. To me, that was disrespectful as hell to black women, because Medea's loudmouth, she's obnoxious, she didn't even know who her baby daddy was as the character. And Farrakhan is saying that is the representation, the most quintessential representation of black women in America is Medea. So the same way I have an issue with Farrakhan making that statement about black women and using a tranny, an acting tranny, because I don't know if he's a tranny in real life, but an acting tranny is the same way I look at y'all doing that. So it has nothing to do with someone living their life, but it has everything to do when you're saying this represents the first lady, this represents black women. The black women part is the Farrakhan part, not this part. So that's the reason why I had the space.
Then my question is, how is anybody being a transgender woman or transgender man the definition of a broken home?
Are you
I'm asking.
Oh my God, my brain is
That's great. I don't care. I'm asking.
My brain cell is like literally melting away. It's weird. This shit is weird. as a mother of children is weird.
Question.
Yeah,
I
this
feel
is sickening.
Listen, I ain't gonna make another room about it, but I feel sorry for you FBAs. I feel
Lord
extremely sorry for you. So who else have I given a voice? Because I'm gonna close this room.
I didn't. I asked the same question.
I told y'all what the
hold on,
goal was of
yeah,
I told y'all.
Who's that saying Tazaryach?
Tazaryach.
Hey, you sound broken up. Hey, you sound you sound bad.
But no, she needs.
That was horrible. Hey man, but I appreciate y'all joining me. This is the first room that I run. I'll probably run some more. Shout out to 27K and the Cultivating. I appreciate y'all joining this room. And until next time, shalom.
Great job, shalom.
Brother FBA is